21. She says, what made the Daily News say I'm 21? And this guy Friedman goes, misinformation. And the guy from the Daily News goes, supplied by whom? Well, and then there's this guy Friedman says, a lot of people shave years off their age. And then Allie Rat says, it's not my vanity, it's my business. Paper says Allie couldn't remember when she graduated high school.
Or she did.
And the Donald announced that she is trouble. Well, of course she's trouble. Here's a woman that literally the guy met. He kissed her goodnight, and she was no sooner than she got the kiss than she was calling up Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah. He kissed her on late, what was it, Saturday going into Sunday?
Saturday going into Sunday.
Going into Sunday morning, and Monday night she was on Entertainment Tonight.
Monday night. By Monday, that means they had to have lead time. That means no sooner did the kiss occur.
Then she wasn't booked the interview.
She had a publicist. He kissed her. She had a publicist by, like, Sunday night.
Right, by Sunday night she had the publicist. That's wonderful.
Next thing I know, she's booked on Geraldo.
So anyway, so now the publicist, Mr. Friedman, calls up. So I spoke to her, and she was thoroughly convinced, and she says, okay, I'm going to do it.
Well, of course, if you make a commitment to do something, you do it.
But this is yesterday afternoon. She asked for the address. She asked what floor, and I say all this for a reason. So then the publicist called me twice last night and said, just to double check, he hadn't spoken to her, but then he did.
Right.
All confirmed. So then he called this morning, and he said that she wasn't going to make it. I started giving him a really hard time about it.
Right.
And then he said he called her, he spoke to her, and then he kept trying to call her back. She had taken her phone off the hook. She said she never confirmed. But of course it's in the paper today.
Right.
I didn't put that in there. They did.
Right.
The two of them are running around. They haven't a clue what to do.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. She will be nobody in 3 weeks.
Well, this was her moment.
This was her moment. And I'll tell you something. She could beg me from here till tomorrow. I won't publicize anything for her. I won't do anything for her. This Allie Rat. I'm not interested in her. Let her go on Geraldo. We'll see how she's treated.
Well, she claims she's not going to do Geraldo.
Good. She shouldn't do Geraldo because she should first figure out how old she is. It's hard to answer questions if you don't know how old you are.
Sit down and try to figure out when you graduated from high school.
Right.
Why don't you do that today?
Come up with a story.
Well, her publicist said, that she's not publicity savvy, and she's trying to...
It's not publicity savvy. If someone asks me when they graduate high school, I know how to answer that. I don't need to be public. All right. Very good. I'll bleep you off. I'll protect you. She's not savvy. Who cares if someone's savvy? I say, hey, when did you go to high school?
She seemed to handle herself all right the other day when I saw her talking about her date.
Yeah, she's pretty savvy.
She even said to me that Trump has been going around saying some things about her that she's not happy about, and she wants to set the record straight, and she was going to tell all.
Right.
Then the publicists want to know if we want to interview him.
Interview the publicist?
Yeah.
Well, okay, very good.
What a group.
That's very professional. Very professional way of handling yourselves. Unbelievable. Believe me, to tell you the truth, to sit here with her for an hour and sit and listen to her drone on how she kissed Donald Trump, you want to know something? We're better off.
Sounds like one of those Ed McMahon deals.
Yeah, quite frankly. I mean, after you get past, well, I kissed Donald Trump, what do you talk to her about? Her spectacular modeling career? All right, Gary, believe me, who needs her? Let her go to hell. The day I need her is I'm in big trouble. My career's over when I need her. But I don't like this unprofessional way of handling oneself. Whenever I commit to doing a TV show, I do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't commit to doing anything. Because now I finally get smart. Hey, this thing's stupid. When I have to go do it, I'm going to be miserable. Now, by the way, just so you know, I have a publication called Inside Radio here. And it turns out we are on in Baltimore.
Somebody should have told us, don't you think?
I think that someone should have made us aware of this.
We would like to know where we're broadcasting.
I'm thrilled that we're doing it. I just would have liked to have known.
We could have had a big announcement. Yesterday we were on, I guess, all morning, huh?
No, I don't know. I have no idea if we were on yesterday.
But why would Bob say, good to hear you again? We hadn't been on yet.
Maybe he means he heard that we were coming. Maybe they announced that we were coming on today. I don't know.
Because I'm assuming we must have been on yesterday.
Let's see. It says Stern debuts this morning. Tuesday, October 1st, 1991. Okay. Stern debuts this morning on WJFK AM, Baltimore. See?
Mm-hmm.
I told you, I thought it was called WJFK AM. Infinity is rechristening the former WLIFA. Believe me, I wish my TV show ran like this, where I didn't have to know anything that was going on.
We grow and we don't even feel it.
Right. Our show on WJFK FM will be simulcast into... So, in other words, this is a simulcast of our simulcast.
I don't understand that.
It says here, they're simulcasting WJFK FM Washington. Oh, it's a total simulcast. The whole day will be simulcast, including Howard Stern and new afternoon hosts Don and Mike. Don and Mike. Oh, they call themselves by their first names. The audience is very familiar with them. Don and Mike. A new midday rock talk personality may be announced any day. Alex Bennett's name keeps surfacing. So I guess it'll be Howard Stern imitators all day on that station.
All day long, yes.
So in Washington now we'll have a station of Howard Stern imitators. Alex Bennett, the biggest Howard Stern imitator. His career was dead. He goes off to San Francisco, becomes Howard Stern.
So what's he doing on the East Coast?
Yeah. Alex Bennett, the Howard Stern imitator of all time. Old man, 50-some-odd years old, became Howard Stern. But he says, I stole from him. Okay. I remember what I used to listen to Alex Bennett when I was a little kid. I know exactly what Alex Bennett did. If I stole that, I would have ended up in San Francisco on a third-rate station. And Don and Mike, we all know what Don Geronimo was doing when we went to Washington, Robin.
Oh, yeah.
He was a top 40 disc jockey. And then about 5 or 6 years later, he woke up and decided, hey, I can do Howard Stern, too.
Now Howard Stern's gone, I'll do him.
Yeah, now there's a whole station of Howard Stern all day. Guys trying to be Howard Stern, calling their wife, doing everything I ever did.
Talking to the kids.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Don and Mike.
All day dial-a-date. Why not that?
Yeah. Well, Alex can do his dial-a-date that he invented, and then Don and Mike can do their dial-a-date that they invented. There may already be trouble in paradise. Rumor is that Stern was kvetching. Rumor? No rumor. Why is it always rumor is? How much can it be a rumor? I did it on the radio for 2.5 hours.
When have you ever kvetched in private?
Rumor is that Stern was kvetching last week. I hate when they incorporate foreign words into the English language, including Yiddish. Rumor is that Stern was kvetching last week about Don and Mike promos airing during his morning show.
Whatever happened with that, by the way?
No, that doesn't air during our show anymore.
Okay.
Infinity's Baltimore AM has been off the air for about a week, getting ready for the simulcast. And Howard Stern imitators for the rest of the day. It's very distressing to me. What can I do? But I'm happy to be on in Baltimore, that's for sure. That's something I wanted. Because...
now my parents will think I'm talking to them again because we're going to broadcast into Baltimore. Well, I had no idea this was going on.
The point of us broadcasting into Baltimore is so that we can reach Washington. I know that sounds kind of convoluted, but now...
Because they're not that close together.
No. But our AM signal goes way into Washington, D.C.
Yeah, it's a big booming signal.
So for those of you who... you can listen to us on WJFK AM or FM. It doesn't make a difference. Just make sure you tell someone about it.
You'll hear the same great music.
Yeah, with the same quality. 738, 92.3 KROC, WYSP, WJFK. We'll be back right after these words.
Turn all morning. Classic rock and roll all day.
What a nice vacation in Barbados. You know, really get away. Nice weather, good food, and you get this too. This is an incredible offer. I'm telling you, this is a great hotel. Someone asked my wife the other day, is it really true what your husband says about Barbados? And I mean, they couldn't believe this deal. It's certainly in my price range. It's in everybody's price range. Listen
Absolutely.
To this. Until December 22nd, 1991, when two of you visit Marriott's Sam Lord Resort, one stays absolutely free. What's even better, the one who pays gets a remarkable low price of $99 a day. And from October 5th to October 31st, it's only $89 a day. $89 a day.
Now, where can you stay? A beautiful place for that kind of money.
And Fred, when you rent out in the Hamptons or Amagansett, what does it cost you for the summer?
It's expensive.
Okay, thanks. Marriott Sam Lord Resort features newly renovated guest rooms, a spectacular mile-long coral beach, breathtaking gardens to stroll in, and 7 lighted tennis courts. 1-800-223-6388. Call that number right now and get in on this incredible deal at Sam Lord's Resort in Barbados. 1-800-223-6388. Ask them about it or call your travel professional. I am telling you, they will tell you about Sam Lord's Resort and tell you how beautiful it is.
All right.
Marriott Sam Lord Resort, a Barbados resort.
I wish we had some time.
Yeah.
I'd go.
And my voice has gotten tremendously deep today. Did you notice? Don't you think? Do you think it's very pleasant for our debut into Baltimore?
Well, you know, you've been pretty deep. Well, maybe yesterday you were kind of not deep. Yeah, today you're deep.
I don't even know who we're at war with in Baltimore. Who is our competition?
I haven't a clue
yeah, I mean,
what's going on there.
Couldn't be very hard to be popular in Baltimore. I got to figure we're going to get some ratings there.
Who could it be?
Yeah. Which dingleberry zookeeper are we up against in Baltimore? We should do real well there without even trying. Even if we're lame, we'll do well there. Yeah,
because the only thing I can remember is that guy who used to work with Ross Britton once went to Baltimore, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And failed.
Right. Hey, but you know what I'm kind of curious about? Can you pick up the Baltimore station in... Let me get one of our Washington listeners on the phone. You're on the air. Hello? Hello? Washington. Hello? Hello, Washington? Hello? Hello, Washington? Hello?
Howard.
Yeah, you're on the air. Lower your radio.
Okay, how you doing? Good morning.
Every conversation starts out with lower your radio.
Okay. I'm calling from Columbia, Maryland, which is right in between Baltimore and Washington.
So can you pick up the AM?
Yes.
Do you pick it up better than the FM?
Well, the closer you are to Baltimore, you can get the AM better than you can get the FM.
So, I mean, from your house, can you pick up the FM?
Yes, but you can pick up the AM better.
So now will you listen on AM?
Yes.
Yeah, see? Mm-hmm. So we've done that as a service to our Maryland listeners.
Okay.
You know, screw Baltimore.
And
you know, I mean, as much
not
as
that, I mean, you know, Baltimore's okay. We'll be #1 there in about tomorrow.
Yeah.
You really don't have any competition here because the AM #1 show in Baltimore in the morning time is it's the all news format.
Right.
Right. Well, that's everywhere. Yeah.
Right. And the FM would be WGRX, which is something like a classic rock station. All they play is just classic rock.
But there's no morning personality in Baltimore?
No, not really.
What happened to that guy Johnny Walker?
I don't know. What happened to him?
Well, Johnny Walker used to be on this station, so if we're on in the morning, he obviously can't be there.
Oh, you mean he was on this station that we're on? I thought he was like Mr. Popularity.
That was years ago. I don't know what's happened to Johnny.
And, you know, your TV show is, sometimes they show it at 11:30. Sometimes they show it at 12:30.
Out of Washington or Baltimore?
Out of, you can get the same television stations in Washington and Baltimore. Okay, so...
Well, part of the thing with TVs is that it's got to be on at a consistent time. Even though nincompoops in Los Angeles who run our show finally moved it to midnight. It's been on midnight, 1, 11. They don't know when to put it on.
Now,
put it on and leave it.
Of course, if you watch it on Channel 9, which is national, of course, you can watch it at 11 o'clock. If you have cable.
It makes no sense to me how our TV show gets any ratings anywhere because the Channel 9 broadcasts it into a market, and then the local stations also broadcast it into the market. It's like it's run twice already.
Yeah,
it's the wackiest thing.
It either.
You know what it is?
In Baltimore, it comes on
11:45 or something.
How do they work that with Arsenio? When Channel 9 runs Arsenio here in New York. Now, I hope someone has an answer for me. Don't guess. When Arsenio runs on Channel 9 in New York, doesn't it take away from Arsenio running in Washington on the local channel?
No, because it's blocked, isn't it?
Because, see, Arsenio comes on the local channel a half an hour after it comes on Channel 9. See, it comes on over here at 11:30.
Right.
On Channel 9, which is the local WUSA, the local Washington station. But if you get it on Channel 9 WWOR, then it will come on 11 o'clock. So it's like a half an hour.
So Channel 9 gets a jump on it.
Yeah.
They come on at 11.
You mean they don't block it out?
And over here,
they don't block it out. That's what I'm telling you. They don't block it out. I know they don't block it out.
And over here it comes on 11:30.
How does that all work?
I don't understand at all.
As I was saying, your television show comes on 11:30 here on...
But the problem is they don't give you ratings for what goes on Channel 9 outside of New York because it's considered a cable station and there's no ratings for a cable station.
So they'll only rate the station in the local market.
Right, which makes no sense. Why doesn't...
the show.
Here's what I don't understand. The way they take TV ratings, the way I understood, I've never been asked to do TV ratings. My grandmother was once asked, and they had to fill out a diary and write down what they watched. All right? My grandmother was an immigrant and has no clue how to fill out the diary, so my father filled it out for her. So they never even found out what she watched. He said to her, what do you watch? And she kind of, in her half-senile way, kind of mumbled what she liked to watch. It was like, grandparents, and I don't know what to say. And my father's trying to interpret what she watches. She doesn't remember half the crap she watches. So then they went, now, from what I understand, now that it's 1991, they hooked up a box to these Nielsen families, and they said, when you watch something, it automatically will be recorded. Now, why should they only monitor channels 2 through 11 for those ratings? Why shouldn't it be whatever you watch gets into the ratings and they report it accurately? I don't understand that. Why do they make a distinction between cable and non-cable stations? Yeah. That's ridiculous. TV viewing is TV viewing. What do you mean? You're gonna not include something if it goes out over Channel 9 out of New York? I don't understand that. It's on the dial in Washington. Record it and report it.
That's true.
Shut up.
You're on Channel 45 locally here in Baltimore. Your show comes on Saturday night.
Channel 45. But then I see the list of stations we're on. My TV show is syndicated throughout the country. I see the list of TV stations. I sit down and do promos, and I go, all right, Channel 69 in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's like, Channel 69. These sound like radio stations.
Go up that high?
Radio stations start at what, at 80? Yeah. I think I swear to you, and I'm not exaggerating, I did something for Channel 79. I'm telling you, that's about as close to a radio station as possible. I don't know where they find these channels, if anybody picks them up, if there's such a channel that even exists on the planet. I don't know what I'm on.
Well, I'm glad that you're on the AM station here in Baltimore, because it really is very hard to pick up WJFK.
Well, that was the idea. I masterminded this whole thing. You understand?
And now
who do you think masterminds all this stuff? Me.
Okay, Howard. Nice talking to you.
All right, I didn't mastermind it, but okay, I'll take credit for it. I didn't even know it was happening.
I know. We're sitting here in the dark.
I'm just trying to save face by saying I masterminded this. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Like I cleared up a lot of things for us.
Yeah.
It wasn't totally bad.
Got the TV show straightened out and the radio show.
Yeah. I'll tell you something. I got about a million things to get to, but I'm kind of enjoying taking phone calls. Want to take another one?
Sure.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just, he was from Columbia. I don't necessarily think they get rated in Washington. So we need another caller to really tell us what's going on in Washington with the AM.
We would need to know, like, in Bethesda or
Rockville.
What's the one where
PG County.
Yeah, PG County. That would be interesting. Someone from PG County. Yeah. Okay. This is our way of looking like we know what's going on in Washington. Right. We know Washington pretty well because we worked there for a long time. You're on the air.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
I'm calling from right above Baltimore.
Yeah, well.
So you're on the other side, right?
Yeah, I'm on the Bel Air side. I get WYSP out of Philadelphia. Thank God.
What kind of coverage are we doing?
I don't know. We're all over.
Yeah, but thank God for YSP, because my office is located down in Savage, Maryland.
I don't understand I don't understand where you live.
Savage, Maryland.
And I don't even want to get into it, okay?
Yeah, but your 98 Rock is what your competition is in Baltimore.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's 98 Rock.
And who's the morning guy?
The morning guy is Chris Emery.
Chris Emery? Who's he?
I don't know. Him and another guy and a girl, they're all together. Lopez was there for a while. Remember Lopez?
Lopez is gone?
I don't think he's there anymore. No, I don't know how he
Who's Lopez?
Lopez was this news guy who was on 98 Rock.
Exactly.
Well, all I know is...
star there.
I don't know what's going on in Baltimore. I never heard of no guy, Chris Emery. And he's probably a Howard Stern imitator.
Yeah, well, he's doing that gas thing and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah?
What gas thing?
When you leave your gas go.
No, he's doing the farts and stuff?
Yeah, right. You think that's really neat now.
Yeah, well, those guys, none of them get fired. I used to get fired for that. Remember, I remember the first time I actually farted on the air. And there was a big discussion. I believe I was suspended for 3 days.
You were called into an office.
Yeah.
Was that real? Was the first thing we had to determine.
Yeah, and then I said to myself, well, do I admit that it was real, or do I say it's fake? I said it was fake.
Right.
Meanwhile, it was real.
Yeah.
I took the microphone, put it up to my ass, and farted into it. I didn't have enough brains. It's okay to play a fart of someone else's, but not of mine.
Yeah. Right, directly into a microphone is bad.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
You get into such weird discussions.
Right.
If you took a tape of somebody doing a fart thing, you would be okay. But if it was my gas,
it
was a different thing.
That's right.
All right.
Well, where are you located on the AM dial? I'll just try to find you. I can't find you.
1300 on the AM dial.
Yeah.
1300.
Is it exactly 1300?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, thanks.
All right, thank you,
Bye.
Howard.
You see, we want to hear from a guy who's like more...
In Washington.
Yeah. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard. How are you?
Can't keep up with all these markets. A second ago, I was new in Los Angeles. Now I'm new in Baltimore.
Howard,
Yes.
we get you really well in Northern Virginia.
Yeah, well, that's because you get the FM really well in Northern Virginia. There's no problem there.
Not to get off the subject, but did they get rid of Thomas Grooms?
No.
They got some lame-o named Don Pop doing the breaks in your show.
No, Tom Grooms is back. There was some confusion as to whether or not he would be gone, but I understand he is not going to be gone. Hopefully. I love Tom Grooms.
He's a good man.
Yeah, he's great. He got a little carried away, but that's okay. He thought he was me for a second, but I like that kind of spunk. I hope they don't beat that spunk out of him. It's nice to have, it's refreshing to have somebody who's got a little energy running things over there.
Hey, Howard.
I don't know who Don Popo is, but you give me my Tom Grooms. Tom Grooms is the guy who runs our show in Washington, does a fine job. He better be there.
He'd be a good guy to take Gary's place.
Tom Grooms?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. I'm being serious. I've talked to him privately about it.
Great.
He will be Gary's replacement should anything go down between me and Gary.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you for that
see you
suggestion.
later.
Yes, you're thinking just like me. I don't know if I told you that, Robin.
No, you never mentioned that to
I've
me.
been considering Tom Grooms as a replacement for Gary. He's one of the candidates, that's correct.
Not that Gary's going anywhere.
What?
Not that Gary's going anywhere.
Well, we'll see about that. Yesterday I wanted to fire him.
What did he do yesterday?
I don't know. I don't even remember. It was during the show something happened.
Oh.
He isn't anticipating my every need.
He's never anticipated your any need. What are you talking about?
And today he screwed up Allie Cat. Supposed to have her on the air. Look, I got 2 calls from Los Angeles on the air at the same time.
What's that? I can't hear. Hello? Hello? Hello, is this Howard?
No, this ain't Howard. I'm calling to talk to Howard.
What's that?
I'm calling to talk to Howard.
Oh, well, I'm trying to talk to Howard myself.
Is that right? They put us together, huh?
Oh, I'll be doggone.
Yeah.
And see what happens. And I woke up 3 hours later.
Where are you calling from?
What?
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from California.
Oh, so me too.
Oh, wow. Where are you calling from in California?
Downey, California, about 12 miles outside of L.A.
Oh, I'm in North Hollywood.
Oh, shit. Yeah, right around the corner.
Yeah.
Well, say we hang up and try it again, huh?
I don't know. Maybe we should just stick on here and see what happens.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Are you listening?
I turned it down when I thought somebody picked it up.
Oh, we're on the radio.
Yeah, we're on the radio.
Hey, you idiots.
That's pretty low.
I like hearing that.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was good.
Say, I want to know if you're going to take requests for guests, Howard.
Sure.
Okay,
But don't be a lame-o and say, I think you should have Sylvester Stallone on.
No flake like that. No, I'd like to know if you get Stevie Vai on again.
Stephen Vai, the guitarist?
Yeah, because before you...
I found him to be rather dull.
Well, he happened to mention you when he hosted Headbangers Ball a few months back.
Well, dull in a good way.
What's that?
No,
What?
Steve Vai, the guitarist, is an intern at the station now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his solo album didn't do all that well, so he decided to intern here. He's working for free, but I think eventually he'll get a job in radio.
You think so?
Yeah, assisting a disc jockey.
Well, that's cool. Hey, when are you going to be out here? Because I need a job. I want to be on your show.
Yeah, well...
Well, why shouldn't I be?
You know what it is? Most people who want a job with me want it because they think they're not going to have to do any work.
Well,
this is what I found on my TV show.
Well, look, how many hours a day exactly do the people work for you?
People like to work for me because they think I'm a fun guy. I'm not demanding.
But in reality...
there's no fun going on here.
Uh-huh.
Don't think it's all so glamorous. The only advantage is if you're single, you will get laid a lot. Even Gary, loser Gary, has gotten an incredible amount of women off of this show. And I mean it. I mean an incredible amount of good-looking women who would never look at him.
Quantity and quality.
Quantity and quality. And you know it to be true, Robin.
Yes, unfortunately, I do.
Well, no offense.
He has banged 10% of the dial-a dates that come on here. Girls who go, he takes them out on the date.
Yeah.
That he volunteers for, to take them out on dates. A lot of times the dates don't even show up, or if they do, they end up even just paying attention to Gary, because they think that he's got some kind of show business career going. And they don't realize, outside of me, there's no one in show business that'll hire Gary. You heard? Did you ever hear the tape of when Gary auditioned for MTV?
No.
You never heard that, did you?
No, because you guys just started like a few months ago here.
Would you like me to play that for you?
Yeah,
we want to hear what Gary one time tried to break away from me.
All right.
One time. He got a secret call from Steve Leeds. Didn't tell me about it. And he really thought he could be a BJ. He thought he could live without me. Because I guarantee you, Gary, you will, A, not get any girls after I dump you. B, you will never have a job in show business. And C, see what I mean. See?
See what I mean.
No offense. I just like everybody to understand.
None taken.
Okay. Why don't you go get your MTV tapes? I want to listen to that.
I think Freddie went to go.
I'm in the mood.
Well, look, what happened with Vi on your show? I mean, like, did things go all right? Or?
Things went fine. He did, but he didn't answer any questions. He's very tight-lipped.
He wouldn't talk about anybody he had ever worked with. You know, he's worked with a lot of famous people.
Everybody's a great guy. He worked with David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth's a great guy. Why'd you break up? It was nothing. He's a great guy. I mean, who wants to hear that? I want to hear everyone's a great guy. If I want to hear that, I'll talk to Jackie Martling.
Well, you read some of the things.
What was that?
You read some of the things that that Roth had to say regarding Vi. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to
Listen, no offense to you. Nobody cares who Steve Vai is.
And nobody cares what Roth said.
And nobody cares what David Lee Roth said.
Well, you got to remember that there are a lot of guitar players out this way that listen to you.
Yes, I know that, but who cares?
Well, okay, then screw it then. Forget it.
Right. Now, what did you want, the other guy?
What? I wanted to tell you how much I appreciate your show, Howard.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that call. Do you want to talk about Steve Vai?
No, I want to come. You come up with a plan, and I'll lead the troops to run Mark and Brian off the left coast.
What you should do when you see Mark and Brian in the streets, you should say, hey, you two pussies, now we're aware of where you get your material. You lame version, watered-down version of Howard.
You don't think getting them stuck between the tandems in my truck would do any good, huh?
Well, no, you don't have to do that. You just got to torture them with my name. All you got to do is say Howard. Howard.
If I get some tire tread that spells out your name, and we run...
No. Just aim your farts at them. Let me tell you something. These two guys are losers, and they're going to lose their audience. Mark my words.
Good, because they suck, major.
Did you see their TV show?
I saw parts of it.
All right, well, then you decide. You decide what that is.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. Two guys hugging each other, doggy style.
Like that 𝗻𝗻𝗄𝗿 thing that they.
𝗻𝗻𝗄𝗿, right?
I mean, heck, I'd rather watch 𝗻𝗄𝗿 who's like telling you something intelligent.
What is that show that you watched? Who?
𝗻𝗻𝗄𝗿, I guess.
𝗻𝗻𝗄𝗿?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you, you're absolutely right. 𝗻𝗻𝗄𝗿 goes down in a shark cage. What do I need to see that for?
Exactly.
What's like watch two guys hug each other? All right, very good. The ratings proved me out. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are doing real good.
Right.
Bye.
Right. I'll play you Gary's MTV tapes. I want them to hear it in Los Angeles, Gary, and in Baltimore. I want people to know what it is when you leave me, what happens.
Well, this isn't...
Let's admit that you thought you were really going to get this.
This was an opportunity. This wasn't me... This isn't what I would plan to do if I left you now.
It's just right.
This was an opportunity that accidentally came my way. Once-in-a-lifetime thing.
We'll be back right after these words.
94 WYSP. Howard Stern all morning. Classic rock and roll all day.
What else he did afterwards?
Now, why don't we get that guy on the phone, Gary? Get that guy on the phone. I want to hear about it.
Yeah, we want to promote Jackie.
Yeah, I want to promote Jackie's appearance. Now, tomorrow night, Jackie and his buttocks will be at Bananas Comedy Club in the Fort Lee Holiday Inn on Route 4 in Fort Lee, New Jersey. For jokes and information, dial 516-9222-WINE. Also, next Wednesday, October 9th, at Bananas Comedy Club in the Radisson Hotel in Poughkeepsie, New York. Go try and stump the joke man. It's going to be a good show. Just reading some article. Some guy wrote a really nice article about me.
In general, or is it about the TV show or the radio show?
About radio.
Where is it from?
What?
Where is it from?
I'm trying to read.
Oh, you.
I don't know. It's something called Talkers. I never heard Talkers. It's about...
Oh, that's that... It's a new magazine about talk show hosts. I think it's just a radio industry rag.
Oh. It's a good article, nevertheless. It's about the West Coast reaction to us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know that would interest me.
Yeah. For the first few... I'm just wondering if Gary's going to get this guy on the phone that saw Jackie go to the bathroom out the window. 8:09, 9 past 8 o'clock. Coming up on the show, we're going to do some news for you. I got to play you some of these movie clips. Gary pulled out some of our favorite movie clips. I want to see if you can tell what movie they're from.
Okay. Going to test me. Going to quiz
test
me.
you. In fact, Gary, you should bring in the ones that you just did recently. But you'll know them. I know you'll know them.
Yeah. You don't think he knows a movie I don't know.
Right, so. But it'll still be fun to listen to them. Because they're really funny. Plus, it's good for people to hear because they never know what to rent at the video store. This way we'll tell them.
Yeah.
You know. You know what I rented the other day? Alice, Woody Allen.
I like that movie.
Yeah, that was really good. Did that get a bad review or something?
No, it was just very quiet. You know, I don't even know that it was in major release.
I thought it was going to be some boring kind of talky thing because Woody Allen's been getting like Ingmar Bergman lately.
Yeah, he gets into that serious mood every once in a while.
This thing's wild. Just when you think it's getting serious, it gets weird. It's about this lady, Mia Farrow, of course. Boy, she's lucky she met up with him. She's even talking like him now. Mia Farrow talks like Woody Allen.
Yeah, she's gotten that halting, hesitating.
What? I don't understand. What are you saying? I don't understand. If I ever become an actor, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just pretend to be Woody Allen. What? I don't understand what you're saying. What are you saying?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
You know what? Woody Allen should just put on a wig and play that part.
Well, that's, I noticed that a lot of times he doesn't cast himself as himself in the movies.
Right.
He'll cast Michael Caine or Martin
But you hear him
Landau,
talking.
and they talk like him at that point.
What?
And this time it was Mia's turn.
And I'll tell you something, even John Hurt was talking like Woody Allen, and so was the lead character, the other male guy in the movie. That guy Joe. I don't know what his name. What is his name?
Joe Bologna.
Joe Montaigne.
Okay.
Montaigne, La Lena, Dutch Sylvania. That's his name, Joe Montaigne?
I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, and she falls in love with him. He's not even a good-looking guy. But Woody Allen probably did that because he didn't want Mia Farrow making love to too many good-looking guys. But Mia Farrow really lucked out because, look at all the roles she gets. Really good roles.
Yeah, he even got her... Didn't she win... did she win an Academy Award or she was nominated?
Yeah, and she...
That would never have happened.
Believe me, if it wasn't for him, my guess would be that she'd just be doing commercials like Sally Struthers, looking for, with kids with flies around their head. Don't you want to adopt a child? You might remember me from back in the 70s. I was on Peyton Place. Maybe that was the 60s. She
did do Rosemary's Baby.
Right.
That was
that's
one
right.
big deal.
She probably weighed about 210 pounds now if it wasn't for Woody Allen. That's my theory on her, but that's a really cool movie.
Mm-hmm.
So this woman, she's, sort of blasé about everything, and then all of a sudden she goes to this guy who gives you herbs. This Chinese guy gives you herbs for everything that hurts you. Except this cool kind of herbs makes you invisible.
Yeah, that was the best.
Yeah, it was kind of neat. It took me by surprise. Now I'm watching some other movie that's pretty good.
What?
It's about this alien comes down to Earth, and his head explodes. It's called The Borrower.
Really?
And he's got to find a head that he can stick on his head. So
this is interesting.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of neat. It's by the same guy who wrote who made Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of neat.
Well, not a lot of people know about Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer.
I know. That's, to me, is one of the scariest movies I ever saw.
It is the scariest movie I have ever seen.
50 times scarier than Freddy Krueger. But, it's pretty good, You can see it's another low-budget thing from this guy, but it's kind of neat.
He's a great filmmaker.
Yeah.
If the first one is any test.
Because it's a pretty cool movie. The guy, there's a bunch of hillbillies. They see the guy laying down from his rocket ship. So they go over to get into a fight with him. And the guy's head explodes, so they figure they killed him. So the guy walks over to check him, and even without his head, he grabs the guy's foot, rips off his head, and takes his head. It's pretty funny.
Now I gotta go home and watch this.
Yeah, it's good. The Borrower.
Never heard of such a thing.
Well, it's not the kind of thing that pops up in real life. 813-92.3 K.
Did you ever see the movie The Hidden?
I think so, yeah. What's that about?
That's the one where this alien presence inhabits people's bodies. It jumps out of one body into another.
I think I've seen that.
Oh, it's a great movie.
What is it, Gary?
I had to track him down. This is Jackie's friend Mike.
Mike?
Who was driving the car.
All right.
Supposedly that,
Mike?
Hello?
You're on the radio.
Hey, that's all right.
Okay.
Hey, Jackie, you maniac. What the hell did you do to me?
Well, he didn't do anything to you.
Well, Mike's finally able to talk about it. He's speechless.
Oh, I see. He means about the, what did you do to me? About the actual incident.
You know how they say that everybody gets their 1 minute of fame in life?
Right.
Well, this is like my 1 minute of fame.
Well, Jackie's still waiting for his 1 minute of fame. So you're way ahead of him.
How you doing, man?
This is too much. So I got...
Now, you and Jackie have not spoken in how long?
Well, this is the funniest thing. The last time I saw Jackie in person was at his famous 4th of July party, which you showed up at.
Yes.
I think it was like 2 years ago.
Wasn't it the worst? It was more like 5.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Oh, God. I remember you were talking about his folks sitting there sort of like statues in the garden.
Yeah, in the lawn chairs. Propped up in the lawn chairs. Hey, Jackie, go over and say hi to my mom and dad. I was like, right. You mean those two people who are just sort of, like, are they breathing?
Yeah, are they real?
Yeah, I mean, they just sat in the lawn chairs. But you would just sit in a lawn chair, too, if your son had urinated on you.
Oh, man. Listen, you got to tell me exactly.
His mom is nursing a nice bottle of rye in the back of his car, and Jackie throws his bottle of urine out the window and hits her in the face with it.
Yeah, you think what he did to you was bad.
Yeah.
Well, see, that was natural for Jackie. He didn't know what a bathroom was.
Well, Jackie is the life of the party. And then afterwards, he's always like, when people are disgusted with him, he goes, you know, nobody has any fun. It's a party. You know, so it's like something's wrong with everyone else.
Yeah.
When he was throwing everyone in the pool and certain people were dressed nicely, they didn't want to be in the pool. You know, hey, man, what do they expect? No, they don't expect some nut.
Things don't change, do they, Mike?
I'll tell you.
All right, but Jackie does it with an anger. He wants to get back at people. Yes. So, okay, so you know what I mean, Mike?
I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, so anyway, Jackie thinks this guy's kidding, but he's not. Hey, so anyway, you're driving in your car, right?
Yeah.
And I guess what there was a competing high school, some high school students from another high school, and Jackie wanted to do something rude to them?
You see...
It's more complicated.
Mooning and sticking his ass out the window was like a very natural thing, and I thought that's all he told you. But he really told you what else he did, right?
You did a harvest moon. Evidently, I never heard of this. Now,
that's a harvest moon. I didn't even know it had a name.
So you can verify that you were driving along in this car, and what Jackie pulled is, he says, hey, I'm going to moon, and I'm going to take a dump in the road?
No, he just made, like, sort of that face that you make sometimes.
Oh, so you're looking at the face.
I was looking at him driving.
So in other words...
And I had no idea what he was doing.
Oh.
But he just let it go.
Oh,
and the only thing I remember is when we were driving along, some lady yelled out, hey, Baldy, with the cigar in your mouth, stick your head back in.
Oh,
no, but seriously, you mean, so he did this, and then you didn't believe it, and then Jackie wiped himself on your windshield.
Yes, that was Jackie's signature. That meant that he really did it. And
well, that's unbelievable to me.
I'm going to be sick.
I'm going to be ill.
Oh, yeah. That's my man.
Well, you've outdone yourself. Well, and you.
I love. He's a beautiful person, but he's pretty disgusting.
He's a sick man. He is a sick man.
All right. Well, listen. Thank you for verifying that.
Well, very happy to do it.
Very good. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, Howard. Nice talking to you.
Very good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There's Mike, Jackie's friend. No, he told me about this. We were driving together, and we're in the car, and he starts telling me about it, and I go, of course, the wheels are going in my head, and I'm already writing it down to talk about it with you on the air.
Yeah.
And then he sees already that
He
realized that I'm going to be talking about this.
All of a sudden, that light bulb came on.
He goes, well, I told you about this a long time ago.
He always tries to palm it off as something you knew already.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Not that big a deal.
And I go, Jackie, you told me about this, and I wouldn't respond in some unusual manner? Come on. Then he denied it, and then finally we tracked down the guy. And I guess there's no denying it, huh?
And today in the office, we'll tell us stories about that guy.
Yeah, Jackie claims he's got a lot of dirt on
Wild
that guy.
stories on that guy. Well, okay, that's his business.
Jackie's new thing is pretty funny, though. He tells these stories, and they're so outrageous.
Yeah.
And then he'll tell you another one, and you get outraged by it, and then he tells you that he's just making it up to see if he can get you outraged.
I see. Okay.
Because he's embarrassed.
All right. 818-92-3. One time we were masturbating in front of my grandmother on some snow. Well, you've done that, haven't you? No, I didn't have that.
It's a high school prank.
Yeah, because we were all laying there, and Butch... No, there's always a Butch or a... Burf. A Burf. Yeah. Butch pulls out his pants. We're in the snow, we're really horny, and we're drunk from a bunch of beers. This guy grew up in New York. Very good.
I really think he has a problem with...
with the show.
With what?
No, your problem isn't with the show. Anybody who's that involved...
But with bathroom
the lower part of their body like
very
that.
involved.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Well, there's just a lot going on down there. There's a lot of, it's the only part of the body you can do things with.
Oh, my. And Jackie's doing everything.
It's the only way to outrage people.
I've never heard of the things he's done.
Years ago.
I was a lot different then.
But still, it was only a couple of years ago that you anointed Tony O. You're just in there.
Yeah, right. It's a few years ago. It was a few short years ago when Jackie was eating ribs and stuck his finger in Tony O's buttocks as a joke. That went too far for me. And then, with the same hand, continued eating his ribs.
He eat ribs like it was nothing.
Hey, he's a good guy. What's the big deal?
He looks clean.
He's a married guy. What's the difference?
You're so full.
I'm not holding the rib with that finger. I'm using the other fingers.
Oh.
I just wouldn't want to smell Tony O in my hands and he'd be eating ribs at the same time. All right, it's 8:20. We'll be back right after these words. You know what? You got those movie clips? All right, why don't you get those, and then we'll do some news, and we got a bunch of other things to do. We'll be back right after these words.
94 WYSP is everywhere. 94 WYSP. Howard Stern all morning. Classic rock and roll all day.
Yeah, I like to give you tips, Robin.
Yes, and you tell me where to go.
A lot of cool guys hang out at Notes. Notes is celebrating the end of the summer with their incredible lobster festival. This week during happy hour at Notes, you can have a whole Maine lobster for only $4.99 each. That's right, only $4.99 for a whole lobster served hot with lemon and drawn butter, or served cold with your choice of 4 different sauces at $4.99 per lobster. You can have as many as you want. How can they do that? While you're there, ask you about how you can win a trip for 2 to Europe. Let me tell you something. Getting people to try Notes, this is my guess. They got to get some people to try this place.
Right.
So they're going to take a loss on the lobsters at $4.99. But at least once you go there, you're going to become a regular customer with like special deals and winning trips and all that kind of thing. Notes is New York's hottest bar and lounge, located just across from Carnegie Hall on 7th Avenue and 55th Street. Call Notes at 212-484-3397. That's what's great about the American system. Everyone's competing, you see. So they have to come up with a lobster deal like this.
And we benefit.
212-484-3397. And, the homeless complain about not eating, but when you can get a lobster for $4 here in New York, I'm going to tell you something. Anyone can afford that. That's an incredible lobster festival at Notes this week only from 5 to 10 p.m. Notes. Thank you. What is it?
No, you wanted to...
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. All right, don't tell me. Hey, I didn't play your MTV audition, Gary.
I got those too.
Want to hear that, Robin?
Yes.
It's fun to whip that out.
I haven't heard that in a long time. I've forgotten about it.
Okay, wait a second. Before you start, can I just say this is almost 4 years ago.
Right. And
I never said I was on-air talent. I never came here.
What happened was I was on the David Brenner show, and I sent Gary running out ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Leeds saw him and said, hey, maybe he'll make a good VJ. So Gary had delusions of grandeur.
Can I tell you where I got those delusions from? I do have to say one thing. Remember our old producer from our national radio show?
Yes.
He was good friends with Steve.
Yeah.
So he kept calling me up on the sly going, Steve really thinks you could be the one. And he started to get me crazy.
Yeah, right.
I was like, wow.
But you really blew it because...
The one
yes,
what?
I did.
What's amazing? Yeah, right. Just to repeat history a little bit here, Robin. The amazing thing is, I said to Gary, you want to get this job? You talk to me about it, and I'll tell you what to do. So he talks to me. Actually, I did know you were going for the interview, didn't I?
Yeah, I told you like the day before.
Right. So I said to him off the top of my head, I would go in there. I wouldn't read a thing that they give you. I would shave on camera. That's all you got to do, because MTV is stupid. All the VJs are stupid. All you got to do is shave. Go on there and shave. Say, hey, I wonder what I look like without my mustache. Shave off your mustache. Do something like that, and don't even read the news, because you can't read.
Right.
I've heard you read. Don't forget, you only had 4 years at Adelphi.
Think I needed more?
I'm just saying that's not much of an education.
Oh.
Reading, I don't know that they teach reading at Adelphi. And you might need to go to a specialty school. But he can't read on camera. You know that, Robin. So I said to him, just shave. So he goes, oh, boss, you don't know what you're talking about.
He decided to stick to the script.
Right. He doesn't listen to Howard.
Dude, good-looking dude.
Right.
All he has to do is read the script.
So he tried to be like 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗱 or something. You know what I mean? He tried to be like 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗱.
Yeah, the cool guy.
The cool, cute guy who's got a lot of rock information.
Yeah.
China can't nurse. She's so stupid. She can't do anything.
She wasn't even there when I went there.
All the different VJs he's going through.
You flip-flop history.
Now, you know, the Frankenstein monster is wittier than Gary on MTV, which you'll hear. I offer you proof.
I'll tell you what happened. I got there, and there were like, it was one of those cattle calls. It was like 6 or...
But let's just say... What?
Oh, I thought my mic
You're
went
still on.
Yeah, good job. Let's just add...
That's what he was like at MTV.
Yeah, right. Let's just add in that the guy who ended up getting the job, Kevin Seal, do you know what he did on his audition? The guy shaved.
What?
Believe it or not, he shaved.
Shaved his head.
Shaved his head. He shaved.
Now, how did he know to do that?
Here at Howard.
You didn't say
I don't know. You know what? He was some college guy.
He was in Seattle. He was
in Seattle. I don't even think he heard it. He just happened to shave. He used a little ingenuity.
Thought he'd get a little wacky.
Right. Mark and Brian going to do about their ratings?
They have no Gary.
They're dropping every day. Oh, they probably do, but they wouldn't notice it. Wait till I read you this article. This guy hit it right on the head.
Oh, yeah?
He says, says, everyone here wants to know if Howard Stern is going to beat Mark and Brian. It's real simple. Just listen and you'll know. And at the risk of sounding like Yoda in closing, you can feel it. It feels good.
Ooh. I like that.
But the rest of the article is kind of interesting about my Rodney King thing.
Oh.
Guy agrees with me.
Another one.
Anyway, all right, Gary's MTV tape.
Hi, I'm Gary 𝗻𝗿𝗏. It's time for Addicted to Style. You know, until recently, bras were a practical kind of thing.
So far, he said 2 words. Style.
No, style, I said, okay, practical.
No,
practica.
Dicted
to style. Practica.
Wait, we're not going to go over this word by word, are we?
Wasn't that Practo?
Practo. I wish I had this on real so I could back up and hear Practo. All right.
See, I'd forgotten how good these were.
Yeah, these are great.
Me too.
Ha.
Gary 𝗻𝗿𝗏.
According to you guys,
this is guy 𝗻𝗿𝗏.
Wait a second.
That's how you talk.
According to you guys, I've now gone from
according to you
idiot
guy,
boy Gary
according to you guys,
to the elephant boy.
But according to you guys, it's your giant. I'm telling you, it's your giant teeth. Your teeth don't allow you to enunciate.
Do you think I should pull my caps off when I do it?
Caps? Do you think I should pull my caps off?
Caps. Oh. I really think I am.
Get the tape and listen to your first pronunciation of the word caps.
Wore them because you had to. I mean, most women do. This year with the 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗱 making a comeback.
The 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿.
Wait a second now.
The 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿.
This is before the 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 was very popular, and even you, there was no pronunciation.
Oh, even I now. Now I'm involved in this. I'll tell you one thing.
If I was auditioning
for something, I'd find out how to say 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿.
When I have sex with my girlfriend, you're involved.
Right.
You're involved in every aspect of my life.
Right. 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿. 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗏. La 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 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗏. La 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 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗏. 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗏. You know what I would do? If I was auditioning, I didn't know a word. I'd say, you know what? There's a word here I don't know.
Anybody know what the 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗏 is?
Anybody know what the 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗏 is? Who the hell's wearing this? Something. Oh, no, but you're the cool guy. You had to be the cool VJ. He thought he was going to be the new cool VJ.
I took a tack and it was wrong.
Mr. Slick.
And you should have seen what he was wearing.
I had 2 roads and I chose the wrong one, okay? I admit that.
You dress worse than John Norris.
That's impossible.
No, yes.
𝗦𝗏𝗏𝗏. Anybody ever hear of these words? I mean, I know no.
I'll replay this so we can hear it all through.
Yeah, because he's got John Paul Gaultier's
Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Didn't I just
Gaultier.
Didn't I just say what you told me to say? He said, oh, sorry.
Women who wear these things, well, they're designing bra dresses, and brassieres are downright fashionable. A bra show was recently held at the Tunnel, which is like this kind of hip New York nightclub, featuring all shapes and sizes, and this was called the JCPenney bra. The designer took a strapless bra, glued pennies to each cup, very similar to what Madonna wears in Open Your Heart. The Carmen Miranda fantasy was plastered with plastic fruit, and last but not least, Grace Jones donated her own personal bra made from black organza. Has anyone ever had a Carmen Miranda fantasy?
I sound like Bruce the engineer. Hey.
That's all right, though. You know what I found? I'm still working up the nerve to bring it in here so you guys can hear it.
What?
I found a tape of me interviewing a guy when I was working at WRNW, my first radio job.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I'll bring it in tomorrow.
But is it a rock guy or just some guy?
It's a guy who had written a play on Broadway. And I was interviewing, but I had my radio voice on. I was like,
hello?
I was like, hi. So tell me.
Oh, no.
You got to hear it.
Getting real breathy like that?
It's real funny. It's real funny. Wait till you hear it. And it's like you would want to take my head and bash it in. No wonder I was stuck there for 2 years and couldn't get a job. Nobody wanted me.
You were stuck there for a reason.
Wait till you hear it. It's so cool.
Now,
I'll bring it in tomorrow.
Isn't that the station you worked with? You worked at with Meg?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder she didn't know you.
Yeah, right. Nobody paid any attention to me. That was the station my father said, why don't you go there and learn to be a straight disc jockey first? And I was like, why? He says, you'll see. It'll pay off. You know what? It didn't pay off. I suck. All right. Yeah, Fred, I know we got to go into commercial, but why don't I just play Gary's, the rap we just heard all the way through so people can hear it, and then you'll hit the commercial.
Let's just go to others.
No, why don't we go through this one because we just heard 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗍. What are some of the words we're looking for? Dicted. Practo.
𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗍. Gaultier.
And Gaultier.
What's a Gaultier?
Gaultier.
What was it supposed to be?
Jean-Paul Gaultier. Gaultier.
And what did I say?
Gaultier.
Oh, okay. Good.
I don't know, but 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗍.
𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗍. No apology for that. No excuse.
All right, here we go. And then we'll go right into commercial.
Hi, I'm Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗿. It's time for Addicted to Style. Until recently, bras were a practical kind of thing. You wore them because you had to. I mean, most women do. This year, with the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗍 making a comeback in the Gaultier. Anybody ever hear of these words? I mean, I know no women who wear these things. Well, they're designing bra dresses, and brassieres are downright fashionable. A bra show was recently held at the Tunnel, which is like this kind of hip New York nightclub, featuring all shapes and sizes. And this was called the JCPenney bra. The designer took a strapless bra, glued pennies to each cup, very similar to what Madonna wears in Open Your Heart. The common...
I have to throw a little rock information. Yeah. Very similar.
I know about the video.
Well, they say make reference to the video.
Yeah,
so
cool.
Following the format.
And the fantasy was plastered with plastic fruit. And last but not least, Grace Jones donated her own personal bra made from black organza. Has anyone ever had a Carmen Miranda fantasy?
Oh, I can really do that. Nice job.
Thank you.
Wait till I play the rest of them.
Oh, yeah, that was the good one.
That's the good one. That's the good one. What about the one where you issue a challenge to 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗍 Zappa?
Coming up
That's my
after
favorite.
these words.
Right after these words. Heard me.
94 WYSP, 94 WYSP. Howard Stern all morning. Classic rock and roll all day.
Completely flat. It is not curled up in a roll anymore. It's the Thank you. The guys from,
What?
No.
The guys from...
Hardee's are here.
They're here?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're a new sponsor. What are they doing?
They're bringing us breakfast.
Cool.
Well, they're bringing Jackie breakfast.
Right.
They said, what should we do with it? And I said, just, put it in front of Jackie.
We love it. Well, Fred will eat, too. So will you.
Oh, definitely.
I'm on a diet. I'm on the strictest... What do they got out there?
I didn't even have a chance to look.
Why don't you tempt yourself before you talk about how much you're on a diet?
Yeah, maybe I could eat a little something.
That's what I'm
I am starving right now. I have been eating nothing and losing no weight.
Well, that's the wrong way to do it.
Yeah, that's my stomach rumbling. I'm losing no weight, Robin.
But you're not supposed to starve yourself. There's a balance you're supposed to hit. Your body needs food, Howard.
Such an expert.
I'm gonna go get those people ready because it's gonna take a minute.
But we want to torture you with your MTV stuff.
Yeah, but Tom thought it'd be a good idea if they came in now because the food's hot.
The food's hot.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tom.
Tom is a caterer. He's not a
you know what? We found Tom's talent. Our general manager is a good caterer. Guy's such a loser, our general manager. I got to figure if Tom was any good at what he does, he would have been running a group of stations at this point.
Haven't you figured Tom out?
Help me. Tom? I have figured him out, but
yeah.
I want you to explain it.
Tom doesn't like hassles. Tom doesn't want responsibility.
Then why doesn't he become a waiter?
He's found a way to make a very nice living without all of that.
What do I need aggravation for?
Yeah, he's not pushing to become anything else. You don't see him looking to do anything else.
Let's ask Tom if he has any other ambition in life. Like, does he just want to be the general manager of this radio station for the rest of his life?
Or does he
have like a goal?
No.
Beyond this? Hey, Tom, come on in. Come on. We just want to ask you one lousy question. You're my guest today. This is Allie Cat isn't here.
Hey, Howard, this is Al and Steve.
Al and Steve. Now, here's guys with ambition.
Steve.
Guys from Hardee's who make good food for good people. I like that. I like Hardee's. Hey,
hello, Howard. How you doing?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
See you guys. All right. You might tempt me with a little of that Hardee's food, I'll tell you that.
Can you smell it already?
What's that, juice? Hey, you know, I got to ask Tom, our general manager, one question, though. After we eat with you guys. I can't forget that, okay, Robin? When we're done with the guys from Hardee's. It's good to have you guys with us. What do you guys got to eat?
What would you like? We got some biscuits.
Oh, yeah, let me see those.
Some pancakes.
Biscuits are on my diet. Pancakes?
Oh, you're making this tough.
These are good. Made from scratch biscuits.
Hardee's got great breakfast, huh?
Oh, terrific.
Man.
Yeah, much better than those other guys.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. What is that?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's cinnamon
we're all
raisin
salivating.
Wait, what is this? Cinnamon raisin what?
Cinnamon raisin biscuits.
Wow, cinnamon raisin biscuits.
I want to eat this so bad. Jackie, come here.
What is that?
Hey, Gary, what is that? Don't give anything to Jackie, that animal.
Oh, my goodness. No.
What is that?
Same thing.
Oh, they look wonderful.
You serve these at Hardee's?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, actually, Roy Rogers stores are now carrying the Hardee's breakfast.
Really?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So at all Roy Rogers, I can get a Hardee's breakfast.
Right, exactly. Most of them. Most of them starting tomorrow.
No kidding. Come here, Jackie.
Starting tomorrow?
Hey, Gary, let me see.
Starting tomorrow.
What else do they have?
Let me see somebody eat this. I want to take a bite.
Freddie's already eating the cinnamon.
How is that, Fred?
It's incredible.
It's good, isn't it? I can tell from the smell of it.
Oh, yeah.
See, here's a good breakfast.
All right, we got Hardee's ham biscuits. We got Canadian bacon biscuits. We got sausage and egg biscuits.
Oh.
All kinds of good biscuits at Roy Rogers.
What else is in there?
Test egg.
Hey, Jackie, a little punk. You eating all that?
Yeah, here's a sausage and egg biscuit.
But you know what?
Sausage and egg for Jackie.
Wow. You got sausage. Repeat those again. Sausage and egg.
Sausage and egg, ham, Canadian bacon.
Wow. Let me see sausage and egg.
That's good stuff.
Let me see
that. Let me see you eat it. Let me see what's in there.
Yeah, we eat vicariously through other people.
I sit and watch what Jackie eats all day. What are you eating there, Jackie?
Sausage and egg.
How is it?
Perfect.
We could tell.
These biscuits are really good.
Really? You're eating biscuits?
I took a bite.
Oh.
We heard you're a baked potato fan.
Hey, can you see those pancakes for a second? I just want to see
these
them.
are Hardee's pancakes at Roy Rogers, which Consumer Report said were the healthiest breakfast.
Well, maybe I'll try those.
Too late. All right, I'll give you mine. Wait,
Lots of good fiber and carbohydrates.
Let me see.
What do they look like?
Howard, some syrup with those? Hardee's syrup?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Excellent.
You know what you're like? You're like when a beautiful woman comes into my studio. My wife doesn't let me be with her.
Yeah, right.
You want some syrup? I've been trying to lose weight, guys, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm starving myself. I can't lose. These pancakes are
Are you running?
Yeah.
You are every day?
Yeah. I'm running from my TV show. Pancakes are excellent.
Good.
All right, Robin, I'll give you a pancake.
Robin, you want
What do
a
I have
biscuit?
to do for it?
Take off your top. You don't have to do anything for it. All you have to do is go to Roy Rogers and get the Hardee's breakfast.
That's right.
Simple as that.
It's excellent, guys.
Terrific.
I'm proud to have you on the air. It's excellent breakfast.
Thank you.
Right, great to be here.
Glad you like it.
Loosen up with the orange juice, you guys.
Yeah, we got plenty of OJ.
Just see what's going on there.
Jackie's, we've lost him.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
This guy's dizzy.
He's crazy.
And you know what? Jackie's real lethargic this morning. Hasn't been smiling. Hasn't written one joke. And I'm going to tell you something. Now maybe you'll do something.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a little energy for the show.
Yeah, maybe here.
All right, we got a couple bacon and egg biscuits from Roy Rogers. Pass it. Go on
Gary,
over. Okay.
Gary?
I see hands up.
Let me see you take a bite of that bacon and egg. Oh, if I could eat that. Let me see that. How is that?
All right,
How is
Gary.
Baba Booey. Gary likes the bacon and egg.
Very good.
It sounds good.
All right, listen. This stuff's too tempting. I want it all out of the studio. Wow, it's great stuff. Hey, good to have you guys on the air.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Did you guys say your names?
Alan Orlick.
And Steve Kennedy.
All right. And who is this?
Mary in Barcelona.
Very lovely. What do you do for the Hardee's organization?
I buy the commercial airtime.
Oh, then you come up.
Then we love you best
Come
of all.
over here. I love you better than these two guys. No, it's really great stuff. We love the breakfast. They're great.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks.
Great.
Thanks, Phil.
Gary, wipe the egg and bacon out of your mustache, my friend. We have the woman here who buys time and the two gentlemen from Hardee's. What's the matter with you? Great seeing you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. We're probably in Nathan.
That's called the business schmooze. Those guys meeting each other and doing all that.
Yeah.
That's called the client meeting.
Thanks, guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
You just took one live on the air.
Now I don't have to meet with you guys outside of here. Took care of that. Listen, oh, wow. Get these biscuits away from me. I'm eating them.
I know, because those look
these are really
incredible.
Good. Really
You will
good food.
never be able to keep away from those if they stay there.
I recommend you stop at a Roy Rogers and pick up a Hardee's breakfast.
Yeah.
All right, the bacon and pancakes right here, because I'm going to eat them all.
Let me try it.
We'll put these out for the K-Rock vultures.
Yeah. Where's 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍, my general manager?
Oh, you need him?
Well, just tell him that I want to ask him what his ambition is after he leaves K-Rock. I mean, there's got to be a time in his life.
That would be retirement.
Oh, you think that's going to be retirement? You think that's when he just goes off?
Right.
No, I mean, it seems to me that there must be some entrepreneurial
There is
spirit.
nothing burning in Tom.
Nothing. I mean, there's no desire to move on after this.
There's nothing going on.
He wants to run this station and then retire.
That's right.
Okay.
There he is.
Tom, I have one quick question. I don't mean it as an insult. If your answer, whatever your answer is, just be honest.
There are no right or wrong
There's
answers.
no right or wrong answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's right.
Right.
Tom.
Howard.
In other words, how old?
Howard,
what?
Nice shirt.
Thank you. How old are you?
44.
44 years old. What is your long-range plan? For your career, I mean. I never asked you this.
Well,
I mean, your ambition besides Little League coach. Go ahead.
Of course, we'd hate to lose you, Tom.
Yeah. I know that if you left a station, I would be very upset.
It would be a great loss.
Very nice.
I probably would follow you out of here because I feel...
For at least 30 seconds.
Well, no, you are the spiritual leader of the station.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank you.
Who said God was dead? So the point is, is there a long-range plan of any kind to run a group of stations or what is your, in other words, what is your career fantasy?
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been
I
here,
wish
and
the
you
radio
haven't...
was a TV show, but
Right.
I really wish there was a camera on you while you were asking that question.
Well, I don't want to be insulting here. I want to say, wait a second, there's nothing wrong.
But we have
I've
been
never
here
seen
quite
his
a
hands
while.
Yeah, we have been here.
There
Usually,
hasn't been a change.
But if you know what I'm saying, it's unusual to see a general manager stay at a station this long. I know that I've worked in radio for many years, and for example, you see them go and come and take other
they're
offers.
Always doing something.
The general manager of my station, NBC, then became a group head of something. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, do you have any fantasies in your career of doing anything?
Howard,
Beside this, I mean.
Howard, as long as you're here, this is where I want to be.
You want to be here.
As long as
and your career goal is to work here and then retire eventually when you're 65 or something, and that would be it. Stay at K-Rock, and then that's it.
I'd like to work as long as I'm healthy and able to work.
But I mean,
who knows?
Just right here.
I mean, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not planning any moves.
You're not planning any moves in the. In other words, like maybe in 5 years, or ownership of a station, or running a group of stations, or.
I mean, both of those might be nice, but listen, I've got the best job in radio.
All right. Okay, that's just what I wanted to know. It looks like you were right. He will be here. All right.
That's it?
Well, that's called statically mobile. That's what they call it.
Statically mobile?
Yes, that's right.
There's a new phrase.
That means you're going nowhere fast. Okay? Put it in simple language. That's all I wanted to know. So, for example, now we're on 5 cities.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you. I didn't even know about it. I didn't. I had no idea.
No, we didn't even know.
Think you hope to manage many different radio stations or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
All right. Thank you,
How's the
Tom.
food, Jackie?
Oh, very good.
I'm dying.
Pancakes good, Fred?
Terrific.
Yeah, that's good. That's the Hardee's. I would love to just eat every one of those.
I know. I'm glad I wasn't in the room. That's tough.
So Tom has no ambition.
I told you. Shh. He's amazing. Happy as a clam. Just as happy as
How unfortunate.
Oh, there's nothing he wants to do.
Now, where were we? We got to do the news, and we still haven't played Gary's MTV audition tape.
know.
I haven't tested your movie knowledge.
That's true.
You mean to tell me Tom's dreams are blank? Like, in other words, like, when he sits down and fantasizes?
When he has rapid eye movement, nothing's happening.
I mean, he's like a guy who marries a woman. He must be like the guy who marries, Christy Brinkley, like Billy Joel. He probably sits down, closes his eyes, and starts to fantasize about women. He goes, "What? That's my wife every minute." He just fantasizes about this job.
Yeah.
Well, okay. That's very important. It's almost like when you go to the movies before the picture starts, and they get that thing up on the screen that just kind of moves around.
Right, that jelly kind of stuff.
Like the Joshua Light show.
Yeah, right. Gone to hell. Looks like somebody urinated on a petri dish, and they're just showing it over and over again. Right,
sort of a lava lamp kind of thing.
You mean tell me that's what Tom's dreams look like? It's just like.
No, they're not that intricate.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a break. When we. You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
What happens when Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered? It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
All right, Howard, you ready?
Am I ready? Yes. This is a new feature we're doing. This is called Ask Howard. This whole feature came out of the fact that I don't want to blog. I said to Jason, I'm going to blog on our website, howardstern.com. And whenever I sit down, I go, oh, I don't have time for this. So Jason goes, we'll ask you questions. And then Doug Goodstein said, well, why not put them on Howard TV? And so thus Ask Howard. That's how this all evolved.
Well, I'm excited.
But I'm ready for Ask Howard.
All right. Question from Howard 100 News reporter John Lieberman.
If you could interview one person, dead or alive, whom you've never interviewed before, who would you choose and why?
Well, I've said this before. To me, with interviewing, I like interviewing anyone that interests me. So, but off the top of my head, it's usually like rock stars, because I idolize rock stars. If I idolize anyone, it's rock stars. Mick Jagger. I'd like to sit down and do a David Bowie interview. I don't know how interesting they'd be. Like Steven Tyler's so good because he's so open. But I think I could open those guys up and get something interesting out of them anyway. So maybe those guys.
Question from J.D. Harmeyer. He asks,
what's the most surreal moment or moments you've experienced as a celebrity?
In terms of a surreal moment, I guess it would have to do with either me being in the room with somebody I worshipped as a kid. Like, it was surreal for me. The very first interview I think I ever did on radio of a celebrity was Soupy Sales. And I know for fans of the show that sounds weird, because I was not nice to Soupy when we worked at NBC together. And that is one of my biggest regrets. I acted like a jealous asshole, and I should have been more supportive. And I did apologize to him later on, but it wasn't enough. And I do feel bad about that, because Soupy was my hero growing up. I loved his show. I loved the characters popping in. I was a little boy, and I worshipped Soupy. And he was the first guy to ever come on my show when I was in Washington, D.C., and do a celebrity interview kind of thing. I had interviewed a couple of rock stars like Billy Squier and stuff in Detroit, but I remember Soupy as being a regret. And so it was surreal the first time I was there with him. I couldn't imagine that this guy was talking to me. Another surreal moment was palling around with Don Rickles at Jimmy Kimmel's house. Like, that was weird. And then I got to go to a dinner party with Don Rickles in the same weekend. And we were hanging out. And Don Rickles was like God to me. Don Rickles was more important to me in terms of the education I received about going on talk shows, I watched talk shows like those people were my friends. I didn't have any friends, so I'd watch them. And I'd watch Mike Douglas or Merv Griffin and see Don Rickles or Jackie Leonard. These are names like some people won't even know, like Toady Fields. Like, they were great talk show guests. And those are the people I remember. So palling around with Don Rickles and him, saying my name, Howard, was very unusual for me. And maybe the final answer would be making a movie of my life. That was insane. And I don't think I was caught up in it at the time, but now that I look back, That's pretty big stuff. To get to do that in my lifetime is crazy. And, you know, on a personal level, everyone will always tell you having kids. That's kind of unbelievable that, like, wow, there's a kid that I somehow helped to produce, you know.
Question from Mike Angie at Howard TV.
When you open up the mic each day, can you describe what that feeling is like when you first go on the air?
Thank you, Rachel. Great job, and I appreciate you getting dressed up today for this.
Just for you.
The only staff member who dresses up for anything.
You don't even seem to understand the show. Yeah. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
John was just pointing out that for the Kimmel wedding, that it's a short article and you did make the cut, considering the celebrities that were there.
Yeah, right, but I wasn't photographed. Do you know there were paparazzi sitting in the bushes?
First of all, where was it?
In Ojai, in Ojai, California, in a place called like the Ojai.
I don't even know where Ojai is in LA.
It's an hour away from Santa Barbara.
Holy shit!
How involved is it getting in the, like hiding in the bushes? Is it like
unbelievably? I don't even know how the fuck they did it. It's a private resort. It's crazy.
I, of course, was at the Jimmy Kimmel wedding extravaganza over the weekend.
How was that? I have been waiting with bated breath to find out what that was like.
It was beautiful, first of all. I mean, you know, I'm so fond of Jimmy and Molly that I was really happy for them.
You were happy to see them take their vows, that walk down the aisle.
And it was fun. I mean, I was kind of like annoyed that I left Friday morning and I had to come back Sunday morning. And you know me, I don't travel well. And I'm always exhausted. And so, like, the whole day Sunday was gone. And the whole day Friday was gone.
Wait a minute, but why did you leave on Friday? You could have made it a longer trip.
Oh, well, what am I going to do there? I mean,
What do you do here? Lay around?
No, but I mean, that's what... No, I had stuff to do in New York, and then Friday was the day before... Saturday was the wedding, so I left Friday. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying that you did have the time to lengthen it so that it wasn't such a quick turnaround.
No, that would have annoyed the shit out of me. What am I going to do? Like I hate being in hotels, but this was a nice place. It was in 𝗦𝗁, California, wherever that was. I had no idea where I was.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
Yeah, we landed in Santa Barbara, and then took
so
about
it's up north. Okay.
Yeah, and then took an hour. Is that where that is?
Yeah, that's above L.A.
I thought north was Alaska.
Well, if you keep going.
Yeah. You mean if I go north from there, I'll hit Alaska?
Eventually.
Wow, cool. I should have done that because I went for a run. I'm going to run to Alaska. I'll be back. And, it was about 300 people, and Friday night was a big barbecue.
Uh-huh.
In a barn. And that was a casual kind of thing. Like, I didn't know what to wear. Like, my wife always knows what to wear, and I had to figure out what to wear. So I wore, like, what did I wear to the barbecue? Like jeans and, like, a T-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you do at a barbecue in a ranch? Do you have to dress up like a cowboy? Or?
Well, it was, like, country music, like guys in cowboy hats and...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jimmy and Molly got dressed up, but Jimmy was...
to wear a lariat?
Well, Jimmy was wearing a white silk pants with a white vest and a white shirt. He looked like a tattoo from Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I could tell Jimmy didn't dress himself like someone got a hold of him.
Somebody did that for him?
Yeah. Wasn't used to seeing Jimmy like that.
Yeah, silk pants.
Yeah, he was real happy. It was really cool. And, this is a private resort where, and they had the whole resort, booked up.
Booked? Uh-huh.
Yeah, with all their guests. And
so you stayed there and the wedding was there?
Well, you got to hear this. The paparazzi were very interested in getting pictures of this wedding because I think my theory is because Jennifer Aniston was there. And Jennifer Aniston, that girl, I don't know how she functions in her life because... Everywhere she goes, for some reason, they want pictures of her, candid pictures of her. And, I mean, like, they go berserk. I was talking to one of the security guys, and he said to me, yeah, we've had a couple incidents already with paparazzi. I go, what do you mean? Well, like how do they get onto the property? Because what they do is they book rooms, other people book rooms, and then sell them to the paparazzi.
Oh.
Yeah, so they had already picked off 2 or 3. But sure enough...
Who in the world knows that's a business?
Oh, my God. It's a whole business. They must pay a lot of money for these pictures because I should have taken some pictures. Because Jimmy wrote, no social media, no picture taking.
Did they collect your phone?
No, but I was glad he put that because everyone with these phones, they drive you fucking nuts. So, of course, right after the wedding, there are the pictures. These guys were hiding in the bushes on the property. I don't even know how they do it. They should be in the military. I mean,
this is why we can't find out what the terrorists are doing. They're busy finding out what Jennifer Aniston is doing.
I'm telling you. I don't even know. I mean, I was there. I don't know how these guys... You had to take a trolley. Like, there was, like, little trolley cars set up on the property to get to each event. And they had pictures, like, within an hour of Jennifer Aniston on the trolley car. And this one and that one. It was unbelievable.
Wouldn't it be funny at the end of all of this if you found out Jennifer Aniston hired these people herself?
That would make sense because it's ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it.
But that's a business out in Hollywood.
Just following Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was quite, you know who I love who was there? Andy Richter. I love that fucking guy.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you discover you loved Andy?
I love him. You know when I discovered? I went back to my room. I go, I love Andy Richter. I did. It was so funny. I walked out. I got a free lunch at this place, believe it or not. My wife and I were going to go for a run, and then we wanted to lock our stuff up in the safe in the room, in the hotel safe. Whatever it is, in your room. You have a little room safe.
Right.
Both safes in the room didn't lock. So I call up the security guy. I go, hey, I can't lock up my shit. Put my wallet and stuff in there. So they come up for an hour. They're in my room with me. trying to get these safes to work. They finally do, and the guy says, hey, I want to offer you a free lunch because we took up an hour of your time. I was like, oh, you don't have to do that. Meanwhile, I'm such an asshole. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have to do that? I was like, yeah, of course he should do. I was arguing with myself. I try to be a sport, and I go, you don't have to do that. And I was like, fuck, I just spent an hour with security trying to get this stupid safe to work. Of course I deserve a free lunch.
Yeah, how about just saying thank you? That's a nice gesture.
I don't know.
For taking up my time.
Yeah, you're right, but I didn't. But the guy insisted, and then I said, okay. So we went for a run, and then we went to lunch. And Beth orders a smoothie. I go, we're getting a free lunch. She'll order everything on the menu. I was in full diet mode, so I just ordered like grilled salmon and nothing else. I lost 15 pounds.
On the break?
Well,
or
yeah,
that,
like
that meal.
My whole diet kicked in, you know, like over the break, and I worked out a bunch, and I did. I dropped 15 pounds. I could fit into my suit to go to Jimmy's wedding.
Good.
Oh, my God. I was so pleased with myself. I'm so disgusting. And I'm walking around like I was at the pool with my shirt off because I'm thinking I'm looking so good.
Did the paparazzi catch you?
No. You know what? I thought we were paparazzi safe, so I was like walking around. I didn't care. I had my balls out. But I didn't know that the paparazzi really were there. I was like, wow, this place is pretty, you know, safe and secure. But Andy Richter is funny. And I saw J.J. Abrams, of course, the great director.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's working on the new Star Wars. I was asking him about that. Yeah, I did get a little.
Secrets?
Yeah. I put in my 2 cents.
You told him what you would like to see?
Yeah, I said, I like C-3PO. Bring him back. Let's see C-3PO. Yeah, I don't know. I put it. I don't even. You know, JJ's amazing. I wouldn't even know where to begin, like making a new Star Wars. Like that wouldn't even interest me because I'm not even sure where to begin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's such a mess.
It's a mess.
What do you do with it?
Yeah, how do you straighten out that whole situation? It's such a fucking mess. Well, he straightened it out with Star Trek because I thought that was a mess too, and he kind of came up with something new.
Yeah, but at least it was only the TV show that had become a mess. It wasn't the movie.
Oh, my God.
The whole Star Wars thing is a mess.
I had a real good table at the wedding, too.
How do you tell if you have a good table?
Oh, you can tell. Oh, some people have bad tables. I had a good table. Here's who I was at my table. Bob Iger and his wife, Willow.
Okay.
Who, of course, runs Disney. He's a powerful guy. And that's good. Because, if I'm going to be there, I might as well talk to some powerful people. You want to have
a power guy at your table.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy, too. He seems to be. Brad Gray, the head of Paramount Pictures.
That's a big guy, too.
Yeah, I wish I'd had a few projects. I could have sold them while I was there.
You could have pitched at this table.
I was like, hey, I should be pitching these guys. So yeah, to the left of me was Bob Iger and his wife. Let's see who else was. Johnny Knoxville and his beautiful wife, Naomi.
Well, that seems like a sharp left turn.
Yeah, I know. I go, Johnny, don't embarrass us. Some big shots here. Don't don't start to taking your balls and whacking the food with it or something.
Right.
Yeah. Johnny was there. I never know what to call Johnny Knoxville because everyone who knows him calls him PJ or something. Something like JP or PJ. Like he has some sort of other name.
Right.
Like Andy Richter calls him PJ. He goes, hey, PJ. And I'm like, wow, I'm the only one who calls him Johnny. I must be like a dickhead because it's like calling Bozo the Clown Bozo when instead of Larry Harmon.
Yeah, you're not in the inner circle.
Yeah,
you don't know Bozo is really Larry.
Hey, Bozo, how you doing? My name's Larry, all right? I don't have the wig on right now. So evidently Johnny's name is only Johnny when he's doing
his professional name.
When he's getting hit by a truck.
Yeah.
I heard Don Rickles once go up to Johnny Knoxville and go, why don't you leave? Why don't you go out and get hit by a truck and do what you do best? But, yeah, so it's Johnny Knoxville's name is like PJ. Oh, yeah, here's a note. Johnny's real name is Philip John, so it's PJ. So, I guess I should be calling him PJ, but I don't know how to make that move. I don't know.
Well, he's never told you to call him PJ. I wonder what the move is.
I don't know, but there seems like Andy Richter doesn't know Johnny Knoxville that well, and he's calling him PJ. And I hear everyone, hey, PJ.
But why would you know it's PJ?
I don't know.
Somebody has to tell somebody.
So I go, Johnny. But evidently that's like, shows that you're not really a friend. And I mean, we're pretty friendly, Johnny and I. Or
you
PJ.
didn't drink the moonshine. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, PJ.
When you drink the moonshine, you get to call him PJ.
Yeah. And the whole resort was like transformed into like a Jimmy and Molly thing because there was a bar and it was called Jimmy's Bar.
Oh, so for the night,
yeah,
it's Jimmy's place.
And you wouldn't believe this. I get to this resort in Ojai. I forget the name of it. Very nice place, gorgeous. And I get there for the wedding and everything. And the guy says, your room isn't ready, Mr. Stern. I go, oh, fuck, not one of those situations. Like, you know, where you got to sit around and wait. And he goes,
right.
Well,
you really don't get to check in until 3 o'clock.
Yeah. I left super early in the morning, figuring I could take a power nap and then be all set for Friday night for the big festivities, you know, for the big barbecue. So now this guy's fucking with me because I've got it all worked out that I'm going to get to California early, take a nap, and be all set up. Maybe even get
Now you don't have a room.
Now I don't have a room. They go, oh, well, Mr. Stern, we can give you a different room, but, you know, then you can't unpack or anything.
Yeah, because they're going to give you a holding room just to wait for your real room?
I even looked at the guy and go, you got to be fucking kidding me. I'm the wrong guy to do it. I have a radio show. The rest of these dweebs don't. You can make them wait, but don't make me wait. It made no difference, though. I tried to throw my weight around. It didn't matter.
No weight.
No, you know, I had to wait, so I'm just standing there.
You lost 15 pounds. You had no weight.
I'm standing there, and then, like, Beth goes, oh, I forgot my sunglasses, so we had to go buy a pair of sunglasses, and then I walk out, and Jimmy's in a golf cart driving around. He goes, oh, I heard you had to wait for your room. Let's drive around and look over the resort while you're waiting, which was really good of him. I mean, I figured the guy's busy with his wedding, but...
Right, now he's your tour guide.
Yeah, but he wanted to show me around. So I get in the golf cart, and I'm in a golf cart at a golf resort, essentially, and I said, what the fuck is with all this golf? I mean,
they have actual special conveyances for it.
Yeah, I said, you know, I've got to be missing out on something with this golf because I mean, there's this place was like 800 acres of golf, and if they're filling up this place constantly with golfers, there's got to be something to it.
There's whole places where people buy a home off the golf course.
Yeah, because they have to be near golf at every minute.
Yeah.
So we're driving around and we're looking around. And it's really not that much to see. Jimmy show me where the pool is and this and that. And I said, what's over there? He goes, oh, that's the driving range. I said, let's hit some balls. Now, I've never hit any balls in my life.
Do they have clubs that'll fit you?
You know, it wouldn't matter because I wouldn't know how to hold the club anyway. I use a club for hitting people over the head. That was a perfect size. So Jimmy pulls over, and it's you know, me, Jimmy, and Beth, and we get out, and the guy gets, you know, we get a bunch of bags of balls, and they give me a driver. Is that what it's called, a driver?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're going to drive the ball.
Yeah, I guess it's a driver. I don't know. Now I'm like, what did I get myself into? Because I'm going to look like a douche. I've never hit a ball before, and even though I announced to everyone. First, I get out of the cart and I go, my room isn't ready. I announced it to anybody I saw that my room wasn't ready. Then I announced, I've never golfed before. And it's not like me to try anything athletic. You know that. I'm not looking for any new challenges or to humiliate myself. I get humiliated enough in life. But we went down there and I said, Jimmy, let me see you do it. And he did, and he took a swing and he hit the ball.
Did he know the stance and everything? He knew the grip?
Yeah, but Jimmy wasn't really teaching me anything. You know what I mean? Like, he could have said, hey, this is what you do. I go, Jimmy, how do you even hold the club? So then I go, Robin, I whacked this ball over 300 yards.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
To the furthest flag. Jimmy goes, wow, that's a pretty good ball. Now, normally...
That's Tiger Woods and better.
Yeah. What?
Scott DePace just hit me on the speaker. He goes, I'm calling bullshit.
Scott, here's the problem. Beth was videotaping it. I got it on video. I got it on my iPhone.
Yards? I can't hit a 300 yards.
Call Jimmy. I hit it over... So I said, well, that's just beginner's luck.
Well, they put down one ball after another, and I mean, I didn't hit every ball 300 yards, but I'm telling you, I hit 20-25% of my balls 300 yards.
What are you doing sitting here? We got to get you
That's what I
into
said.
professional golf.
So they call over the pro. I said, you got to watch me. I stopped everybody. There was even some guy there, like he looked like he was a pro. I said, you got to watch me hit this fucking ball. I think I'm an idiot savant.
He just won the U.S. Open.
No, you're just an idiot, he said. No, I said, this is unbelievable. And I'm whacking balls, and now I'm going whacking balls crazy. Like,
now you're loving golf.
You know what, though? I said, there's no way I'll ever be able to do this again. Like, I'd go out on a course with a bunch of guys and probably miss the ball 57 times. And not only was I whacking the ball 300 yards, I didn't even know. I put the tee all the way into the ground.
Yes. You didn't even have it sitting up?
No, the tee's supposed to be sitting up. Jimmy didn't even tell me that. I said, Jimmy, I go, what's with this tee? He goes, oh, no, you gotta. And once I put it up, then I was really fucking hitting the ball.
Wow.
It ain't that hard. But then someone explained to me, it isn't the driving that's hard. It's when you get to the hole to get it in.
The accuracy.
Yeah. Even Jimmy was like, shit, I can't hit it that far. And he goes, man, your accuracy was, like, I was right near the hole.
Wow.
But I wasn't really aiming. I just addressed the ball, go, hello, ball. And then I just hit it. So evidently I'm like the world's greatest golfer.
Apparently, Howard, what I'm getting from the office is they want to see the video.
Gary, come here. You got to see this. I don't know. I would release this. I would put this on the web, actually. But I don't know what Jimmy's talking about. Like, you know how like Jimmy's in the background talking to Beth. I just want to make sure it's nothing confidential.
You should.
Here, wait. I got my phone. I know. This is unbelievable. Wait, what?
You should let DePace watch it, just because, I mean, I'll look at it, too, but he's the...
And you won't know what...
Listen,
I do, I know.
You can ask my wife.
300 yards is, Howard, it's a ridiculous amount.
I hit the yellow flag. It's over 300 yards. 300 yards, and not just once.
He wants to see it.
What do you want from me? Wait, let me get... It's going to take me a while to get it. Don't get too anxious.
300 yards is like... You know what it's like saying? It's like saying... I went down to City Field yesterday, and I was taking batting practice, and I hit one into the upper deck.
What can I tell you?
Right?
Ask Jimmy. I only have one of my... Here, wait, this is one of them. I think this is it. Let me make sure. Oh.
The next day, it said, move over, Charles Barkley. You're no longer the worst celebrity.
All right, wait. That's Jimmy talking to Beth. And Beth's taping me. Here, come here. Get over here. You got to see this, DePace.
Come in.
Watch me fucking drive. You're not going to believe this shit. Watch this.
Poor posture.
Yeah. What do you want from me? First of all,
look, wait till you see him.
First of all, I'm 6'5", and the little stick that you hit shit with is too goddamn small for me. I got to get.
That's what I said. I didn't think they'd have a club that would fit you.
I got to get my own fucking clubs. Like 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 has his own clubs. He had them shipped down there for the weekend.
He's wearing all black on the golf course,
yeah,
too.
Dude, I just stepped off a plane.
Oh my
what do you want from me? I didn't have any clothes with me.
Scott, just see the shirt.
All right.
Fucking
it's
dick.
grass. What are you supposed to dress for grass?
The next day, it said, move over, Charles Barkley. You're no longer the worst celebrity.
Oh, stop it. That's hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Down there is the yellow flags. I hit 300 yards, and I hit it 20 times in a row.
That's not
I got that on video.
That's
What?
Tweet that, I said. You wouldn't believe.
That's pretty good, man. At least you hit the ball.
Hit the ball. I'm telling you, it's nothing for me.
But
I'm like fucking Tiger Woods. I'm Tiger Woods.
What I'm saying is, like, remember when Tiger Woods was 4 years old and everybody was going crazy about what kind of golfer he was going to be? They should be doing the same for you now.
Yeah, but my father ignored me. Tiger Woods' father paid attention to him. I'm telling you.
So now you know how fun it is.
But Scott, was that 300 yards?
No, there's no way that's 300 yards.
It's not.
I don't even know what 300 yards means. The guys were telling me I was hitting it out to the yellow flag. I go, how far is that? They go, 300 yards. Jimmy goes, yeah. And then I did it again because nobody believed it.
300 yards is the line of you're a great golfer.
I'm a professional golfer.
I would say that's about 200.
Dude, they mark it off. I'm not telling you. I'm not making up the 300 yards. This is what they mark it off. The yellow flag is 300. The purple flag is 200. The shitty flag is like a black flag that's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Good job, man. That's all. It's hard to even touch the ball when you're a beginner. That's good stuff.
Yeah. But that's it. I'm retired now.
Come on, let's go play.
You know what? I could never do better than that.
You don't understand the camaraderie, all the fun. You hang out for 18 holes.
But I want to win.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, so like I'll never be able to do that again. That's got to be beginner's luck, right? I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe you should actually try to play one game. Suppose you are the world's greatest golfer.
I know. What if I am?
And the only reason we don't know it is because you would never play a game.
It's true. Who knows? I might be the world's greatest pianist, too. We just don't know yet. I won't try.
Don't you think it'd be fun hanging out with me for 18 holes? Come on.
I actually enjoy your company.
Let's go do it.
Yeah. All right.
Have you really ever spent time with him?
Yeah, actually, I have. Spent the whole weekend with him. We had a good time.
Oh, you weren't alone.
No, I had other... Are you crazy? I had other people there. I'm going to be alone with them.
Golf might be alone.
But anyway, this guy doesn't... What do you mean there's no way you hit a golf ball 300 yards? I know I did because everyone was there. And I got it on tape.
You hit it off the grass and without a tee?
No. I had a tee. I didn't know how to put I didn't realize the tee sticks up all the way. Like, I had it pushed all the way into the ground.
Will you put it on Twitter or something so we can all see it?
All right.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Hey, please. Jason, if I send it to you, can you... I don't even know. But I don't know what Jimmy's talking about in the front of that video.
He's just telling a story about Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, but I don't know. Is that something that he...
Charles Barkley is notorious for being a terrible golfer.
Right. Charles had a show where he did like a 20-week show to fix his swing on the Golf Channel.
Do me a favor, Gary. Just listen to the dialogue before you put this on the web and make sure that Beth and Jimmy aren't saying something.
Just take the audio out if need be, but I'll listen.
Here, I'll forward this to you. Forward all. Include. Baba Booey. Gary Dell'Abate. That's his real name. Yeah, all right.
Well, that's because you're in the inner circle. You know his real name. You don't have to call him Baba Booey. His professional name.
Oh, there I am, Robin. There's my... Oh, so Robin can see my swing. Look. Whack! 300 yards.
Like I said, it's a loss to golf.
Robin,
you won't pursue this.
You see all those brown spots on the lawn? Those are all the balls I missed.
Is it safe to say you've been waiting for this discussion the entire time you've worked here? I mean, this is such a passion of yours.
Well, it's safe to say that I have said what a great job this is, but how much better it would be if Howard were into golf, just playing all the time, all the access we would have. But no, he's never been into it. In fact, he belittles it.
Describe what you saw, really, now that you're out of the studio. Was it pretty bad?
I saw, poor posture. I saw a guy wearing all black on a golf course and sort of a limp-wristed type, look. He was sort of like this, and then he went up a little stiff, but then he hit the ball real crisp. It was real solid. So
he was at least striking the ball well, because a lot of times you top the ball or or...
I would guess that he would miss it, top it, whatever. Like you do that a lot.
Completely. I'm in my own head times a million. So once the beginner's luck and you start actually thinking about what you're doing, that's when the trouble hits.
He'd be miserable if we actually went. It would, the first hole he'd miss it, and he'd be like, fuck this.
Do you think that day will ever happen?
I hope it does. I hope. If there's one thing he could give me, it would be a nice round of golf. That would be a really special day.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, everyone keeps asking me about the Trayvon Martin case, and I was shocked by the verdict, actually. I don't understand the laws down in Florida. My feeling all along was this, with this thing. The basis of my questioning was, everyone said, not everyone, this guy Zimmerman, and by the way, that's the most startling thing in this case. A Puerto Rican guy's name is Zimmerman.
Yeah, Hispanic Zimmerman.
Yeah. I go, wait, how'd that happen? Never mind any of the other questions about who's guilty or innocent and how someone ended up dead. His name is Zimmerman. And you go, oh, wow, this is a Jewish guy versus a black guy. No. They go, he's a Puerto Rican guy named Zimmerman. That guy, fucked up world we live in. You can't tell what anybody is anymore.
And the point is, it doesn't really matter.
If I was a prosecutor, I'd come right out questioning even that. Sir, we need to know, how is your name Zimmerman and you're Puerto Rican? Anyway,
maybe that was the argument.
My take on this whole thing was, because everyone was asking me, what do you think's going to happen? I said, look, The bottom line is this. This guy Zimmerman claimed that this kid, Trayvon Martin, was suspicious. The question, what was so suspicious about this kid? He was black. I mean, what was he doing? He was walking down the street in a hoodie. And a lot of teenage kids, white and black, wear hoodies. So why was he suspicious? What is suspicious about Trayvon Martin?
It was the neighborhood, and Trayvon was black.
Right. That's it. End the case. There's no reason for this kid to be suspicious. I don't know. It seems really fucked up.
But that isn't the question as far as I'm concerned. The question is, was he supposed to engage with this kid at all? Why was he?
The cops told him not to
follow him around.
The cops told him not to.
Yeah.
And then the guy walks. I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. It was weird.
Yeah, they got some. I don't know what the jury heard.
Right.
You know, like you didn't sit in the courtroom. But they had, I remember a couple of days listening to testimony from some experts about, what Trayvon was doing at the time of the gunshot.
Yeah.
That they were tussling somehow, and Trayvon, like one expert was indicating that Trayvon had to be attacking Zimmerman when the gun went off.
Well, I'm just convinced that, like, if I was the prosecuting attorney, I wouldn't, you know what I'm convinced of? These juries can't handle facts. They give them too much shit to think about. I just would get up there. I simplify everything. I just go like this. Look, I'm not going to waste your time here. One question. This guy Zimmerman says this kid's suspicious. He wasn't doing anything except walking through a neighborhood. What's so fucking suspicious? That's it. And then I would have said, okay, the prosecution rests.
But
I'd love to ask this guy Zimmerman. Why
he didn't take the stand?
No, of course not. Why do you think this kid was so suspicious? What did he do?
But it's not illegal to think someone's a suspicious person, Howard.
It should be. I don't know, man. It's weird. So, but look, I wasn't on the jury, but anything I saw was. That's the problem why I can't sit on a jury, because I already make up my mind within 3 minutes. No one can change my mind.
You don't have to hear the
no, I never have to. Testimony unnecessary. Let's get out of here. I pretty much know the answer before I start.
When Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered. It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
All right, Howard, you ready?
Am I ready? Yes. This is a new feature we're doing. This is called Ask Howard. This whole feature came out of the fact that I don't want to blog. I said to Jason, I'm going to blog on our website, howardstern.com. And whenever I sit down, I go, oh, I don't have time for this. So Jason goes, we'll ask you questions. And then Doug Goodstein said, well, why not put them on Howard TV? And so thus Ask Howard. That's how this all evolved.
Well, I'm excited.
But I'm ready for Ask Howard.
All right. Question from Howard 100 News reporter John Lieberman.
If you could interview one person, dead or alive, whom you've never interviewed before, who would you choose and why?
Well, I've said this before. To me, with interviewing, I like interviewing anyone that interests me. So, but off the top of my head, it's usually like rock stars, because I idolize rock stars. If I idolize anyone, it's rock stars. Mick Jagger. I'd like to sit down and do a David Bowie interview. I don't know how interesting they'd be. Like, Steven Tyler's so good because he's so open. But I think I could open those guys up and get something interesting out of them anyway. So maybe those guys.
Question from J.D. Harmeyer. He asks,
what's the most surreal moment or moments you've experienced as a celebrity?
In terms of a surreal moment, I guess it would have to do with either me being in the room with somebody I worshipped as a kid. Like, it was surreal for me. The very first interview I think I ever did on radio of a celebrity was 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗍. And I know for fans of the show that sounds weird, because I was not nice to Soupy when we worked at NBC together. And that is one of my biggest regrets. I acted like a jealous asshole, and I should have been more supportive. And I did apologize to him later on, but it wasn't enough. And I do feel bad about that, because Soupy was my hero growing up. I loved his show. I loved the characters popping in. I was a little boy, and I worshipped Soupy. And he was the first guy to ever come on my show when I was in Washington, D.C., and do a celebrity interview kind of thing. I had interviewed a couple of rock stars like Billy Squier and stuff in Detroit, but I remember Soupy as being a regret. And so it was surreal the first time I was there with him. I couldn't imagine that this guy was talking to me. Another surreal moment was palling around with Don Rickles at Jimmy Kimmel's house. Like, that was weird. And then I got to go to a dinner party with Don Rickles in the same weekend. And we were hanging out. And Don Rickles was like God to me. Don Rickles was more important to me in terms of the education I received about going on talk shows, I watched talk shows like those people were my friends. I didn't have any friends, so I'd watch them. And I'd watch Mike Douglas or Merv Griffin and see Don Rickles or Jackie Leonard. These are names like some people won't even know, like Toady Fields. Like, they were great talk show guests. And those are the people I remember. So palling around with Don Rickles and him, like, you know, saying my name, Howard, was very unusual for me. And maybe the final answer would be making a movie of my life. That was insane. And I don't think I was caught up in it at the time, but now that I look back, that's pretty big stuff. To get to do that in my lifetime is crazy. And, you know, on a personal level, everyone will always tell you having kids. That's kind of unbelievable that, like, wow, there's a kid that I somehow helped to produce, you know.
Question from Mike Ganji at Howard TV.
When you open up the mic each day, can you describe what that feeling is like when you first go on the air?
At first in my career, it was dread. Like, I'm going to screw this up. I'm going to make a mistake. Something's going to go wrong, or I'm not good enough. Now when I open up the microphone, I'm really intrigued as to what I'm going to say. There is a basic outline that I do. I do a lot of prep before the show, believe it or not, at night. And I'm pretty well prepared, but I never know exactly where I'm going to go. And a lot of times that agenda will even come from a conversation I'm having with Gary. Literally, I'll be in the back reading a newspaper. I've got my whole agenda set in my head for the first 15, 20 minutes. And then I'll have a conversation with Gary, and whatever Gary leaves me with, I'll just pick up right then and there and start going.
Again, I don't know if you want to get into the vortex. We never talked about how Benji had a bit where you guys would lose weight, whoever lost, got to look at the other one naked for a minute.
But it's now kind of a blank feeling. It's like I'm calm, I put the microphone on, and I know what I have to do. And if everything's in place, especially if Robin is there and Fred is there, I'm fine. Like those two people in particular, because they've been with me the longest. And now we have a great team, too. I mean, like Benji sitting there is of great comfort to me. Gary being in place is of great comfort to me. And having everyone around, Sal, Richard, all those guys, even Ronnie, like, you know, you can pull him in, you know, if something's going on. But I've become a lot more calm. It used to be dread.
There's never a nervous butterfly kind of feeling?
Not anymore, no. Used to be, especially when I had to spin records. I lived in fear of that kind of radio show. I hated it. That's the thing that prompted me to stop playing music completely. I hated that aspect of, oh my God, if the records, there's dead air, and what if I have to go hit the commercials and they don't work, and what do I hated that. I hated that pressure.
I want to thank you so much for taking the time to sit down. This was fantastic.
Thank you, Rachel. Great job, and I appreciate being dressed up today for this.
Just for you.
The only staff member who dresses up for anything.
Were you going to go over the notes now?
It's up to you.
Yeah, we might as well.
So he's interviewed every president. He's interviewed every president from Gerald Ford on.
What do you talk to Ronald Reagan about over at lunch? Like, do you talk pussy or do you what do you do?
He's still banging Jane.
Yeah, right.
You know, he was on Larry King Live on CNN for 25 years, stopped in 2010. You know, he prided himself.
Killing him. I mean, because that was his whole life show.
And now the best part is the ratings are shittier than when.
Yeah, right. Well, that's kind of my first opening discussion.
Right.
I mean, it's a killer.
I wonder if they've ever, in any way, shape, or form, contacted him about the possibility of coming back.
All right, Larry King is here. Larry now has a show on Hulu and Aura.tv. I'll ask him about that. I'm not sure I even understand Aura.tv. Larry King was the host of Larry King Live for like 25 years or something crazy like that.
And he was on radio for even longer, right?
Larry King. Wow. Hi, Larry.
Never saw him out of a studio before.
I know. Hey, Larry, I said to Robin, how long did you host Larry King Live for? 25 years?
26. It turned out to be, it was supposed to be 25, but then when we parted ways, they told me to stay an extra year, so I stayed 26.
26-year run.
The longest, what is it? I got the Guinness thing. It's the longest running show hosted by one person at the same time on the same network.
Did you, you started out, they were paying you $200,000 a year. By the time you finished, you signed a $35 million contract for
4 years.
4 years. Did you ever think that it was going to, like, work into that? Because when CNN started, and you first started there wasn't that much happening.
The story is, I started on their 5th anniversary. They went on June 1st, 1980, and I joined them June 1st, 1985. And I was doing my radio gig, like you were in Washington.
Yeah.
And I had a real nice gig. I was doing my all-night radio show. Was all over the country. I had the first national network radio show, and I was very happy. I had a local television show on Channel 7.
Did you do both at first? Did you?
I always did both.
You always did both?
Yeah, always did both. So, and then Ted Turner calls me up, and I love working there. Nobody liked Ted. And he calls me up like on a Tuesday, and he says, Sandy Freeman's doing a show here from 9 to 10 at night. Her husband's breaking my back. He wants a raise, and he's our manager, and I'm going to shove it to him. You want to do the show? You want to take over 9 o'clock?
He called you himself?
Yeah, and you want to do the show next Monday? He had done my show a few times, so he knew my work. So I said, well, I don't know. I go to ball games. I got a local television show. I'm not married. It was Oddity Week.
Right. you were between marriages.
I'm not married.
Right. I want to have a life.
And CNN wasn't in Washington. You couldn't see him in Washington.
Right.
So I said, I don't know. So I said, all right, my agent, Bob Wolf, the late Bob Wolf, great guy.
You had that agent for how long?
Till he passed away. He passed away in 1993, I think.
When your agent dies and you've had that guy, the same guy, the whole career, do you trust anybody to be your agent after something like that?
You have to trust.
Right.
And I had some recommendations, but I had some nice people. replace him. I stayed with his agency for a while. He had a big agency. And then I moved on to ICM. But anyway, so Bob comes back to me and says, listen, you're making $200,000 on the radio.
Right.
You're making, I think, $85,000 doing one television show a week. That's $285,000. You're single.
Go have a good time.
Do you want to do this? They're offering you $200,000, so you're going to double your pay.
Right.
But you'll miss your hockey games, your baseball games, because you got to be there at 9 o'clock. So he said, I worked a deal with Turner. They'll give you a 3-year deal, but the option is yours. At the end of the first year, you can get out.
Wow.
If you're unhappy. So give it a year.
Right.
Well, I tell you something, Howard, God's honest truth. I went on the first night. Mario Cuomo was the guest. I knew in 5 minutes.
You loved it.
I loved this shit. It was just there for me.
And then you gave up the radio show.
I gave up eventually. I did. Right. I gave up the local TV show. And
what was your life like doing? What were your hours when you did overnights? Was it midnight?
Midnight to 5:30.
Was that did that wreak havoc on your life?
Well, I was single. No, it didn't. I'll tell you why. The show was so fun to do. I would go in. We'd have great guests. People would come there midnight to 3 in the morning. And then they'd leave, and then from 3 to 5:30,
you take phone calls.
Open phone America on anything. So one guy could call about his girlfriend, another guy could call about the President of the United States, the next guy could call about the Boston Red Sox.
And wasn't it liberating because, fortunately, there wasn't like a lot of ratings information in terms of overnight, so you didn't have to sit there and kowtow to like the program director.
We started with 28 stations, and when I ended it in 97, after I was just making too much on CNN, I didn't have to do both. I moved to California. You know, it was hard to. Yeah. We were on
Mutual Radio Network.
Yeah, almost 600 stations.
Wow.
Became Westwood One.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It was such fun. You know, of all the things I do, and I do print. I wrote for USA Today. I've written 16 books. I write for USA. I wrote for USA Today for 20 years. The television show was an enormous success. Radio was the favorite.
It was? More so than that CNN show?
Yeah. Personal to do?
Yeah.
Because one, it was the most personal, and two, I could explore all my talents. I couldn't be funny on CNN. I could be if I had a comic and I'd work off the comic. But basically, it was kind of mostly a serious show. On radio,
you could have some fun.
You could do anything you want.
Right.
And people, and I always loved, I know you were the same way. I love your movie. Why is your movie not on HBO?
It pops up everywhere. It
comes from time to time.
Yeah, they should bring it back.
Yeah, they do. It's on all the time.
That was a terrific film.
It was a fun. And you know what I liked about it? I when I did it, I made it very clear I had to make it representative of real radio stations that I'd actually worked at.
Anybody in radio knew it.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted it real. There had been so many bad radio movies, like FM and stuff, where guys aren't even wearing headphones and stuff.
Ivan Reitman loved working with you, and Ivan's a good friend of mine. He directed me in Ghostbusters, the first movie I was in.
Ivan's a great director. He was so brilliant that he would sit in a screening and go, oh, no, you have to take a different take here where you pick your head up and it's funny.
Oh, yeah.
He knew what was funny.
He knew what was funny. Yeah. The only thing, when we were making Ghostbusters, I was the first thing shot in Ghostbusters. Still, I think, in the top 3 of comedy movies, gross.
Fantastic movie.
But so I was the first thing shot in New York. It's a funny story. I'd never been in a movie. I'm doing my show in Washington, my radio show. It wasn't on CNN yet. And they did it at 1440 Broadway, old WOR studio. They had to run the wires all the way up to the 22nd floor. And I'm downstairs and sitting with Ivan.
Right.
And he says, I have no idea how this movie's going to do. I said, why? He says, Belushi died.
Right.
And Bill Murray has taken the role, but he's only taken on the grounds that he does Belushi's lines. He will not change a line.
Wow.
So every line Murray did in Ghostbusters 1 was written for Belushi.
Wow.
That was his tribute to Belushi.
Right.
So then he says to me, another thing I don't know, I've never done a gimmick movie, and there's ghosts in this movie running around, but I don't know what they look like. And I won't see that until the end. So he says, I'm going to have them shooting at the wall, and they don't know what they're shooting at.
Yeah, and they didn't do a lot of that back then. This was fairly innovative.
And so when it came out, the first time he saw ghosts was when the full print was done.
Wow.
That was really interesting.
And why do you think it's not better known, that story, that Bill Murray wouldn't change any of Belushi's lines? That seems pretty legendary. No, it wasn't at all.
So anyway, another funny part of it is I get to New York, and they said a limo will pick you up, and I have a big stretch limo.
Olha o cara lá no morro.
Inimigo marcado.
Toma. Só fotografa aí. Depois eu mando a foto pra ele. Dentro do posto. Um time inteirinho dentro do posto de combustíveis.
Tem shield 1. Tem shield outro.
Que isso?
Tem shield outro. Fala, tá. Essa mira aqui, ela é roubadinha, tá? O último eu só dei placa, mas os outros eu tirei shield mesmo. Ó.
Agora eu vi.
Ele vai na loja. Nossa, tem um braço forte. Onde é que foi a minha ternita?
Foi lá na caixa.
Caraca. Ai, shield.
Não, na loja.
Shield.
Será que eles foram comprar caixa de placa?
Pô, eu vou usar essa mira aqui, velho. Eu vou me acostumar com ela, tentar acertar HS com ela.
Qual que é? 2.5?
É a Core Eagles Island.
É que eu uso na
Entrega de armamento seguindo pra aí.
Nossa, quebrei também no...
Tirei shield. Tirei shield. Cadê a Nath?
Eu tava no...
Ai, cheirando a bundinha do Vida. Braço forte é vida. Ó, certeza que ele veio na loja comprar ataque pra quando derrubar, finalizar. Então vamos tomar cuidado com as balinhas aí. Lá, ó. Tem shield. Eu vou soltar aquela caixa de placa que eu tenho aqui, que eu tô carregando 3 placas. Pode pegar as minhas aí. Pega aí que eu vou soltar a munição. Olha lá, o cara caindo no guindaste. Ué? O cara tentou jogar o mosquito. É aquele cara ainda. Até agora ele não saiu daqui.
Ficou embaixo da gente, né? Ó, pega as extras aqui, quem quiser.
O caralho.
O Lucas tem menos. Ai, gente.
Beleza.
Agora já era. Não tem ataque ainda.
Para de andar.
Vai, tô com medo de vir um ataque. Ali, Nath, em cima ali, ó.
Esse cara vai subir aqui em algum lugar.
Nossa, o PQD tomou bastante.
Eles estão aqui embaixo, ó. O cara é chato.
Derrubei. Quebrei o outro.
Tô com medo desse guindaste.
PQD.
Foi pra perto do guindaste, ele perto da caçada.
Ele caiu nesse buraco aí, ó. Caixa de munição, porque eu não tenho nada. Pior que a gente vai ter que ir, hein? A gente tinha que tentar pegar aquela ponte. Eu vou cair aqui por dentro, ó. Vou cair por dentro. E o cara tá na água aqui, viu? Deu pra escutar.
Derrubei um, o outro aqui.
Tem a do outro.
Ai, não deu tempo. Tem loja, Nath?
Ai, não.
Não. Smoke e clica. Já era.
Não tem tempo, não.
Tem a lojinha do lado. Eu tava sem alerta, não vi esse cara. Aquela do aberto ali, na ponte.
Acho que eu vou lá na hora que abrir o gás. Tá em cima da ponte?
Tá.
Você tá perdendo o terreno. Agiliza!
O squad esquisito do caralho. Cada um jogando num canto, mano. Que porra é essa?
Que isso?
Tá de hack, velho. Que isso? Ah. O Gabriel instalou hack aí pra você, né, Nath? Vai, sobe.
Arrebentou os caras.
Marca aí, Rosa. Aqui, ó.
Nossa! Mexe termita. Ela é louca! Mexe termita nesses caras.
E agora, né? Faz um quebrão.
Eles pularam? Eles pularam?
Da marcação, pularam.
Gás chegando.
Eu também ali da banner, ó. Cuidado, tem sniper te mirando, Bah.
Ah, beleza, beleza.
Banner da esquerda.
Já vi aí aqui, ó.
Nos costas. Na loja.
O cara tá vindo nas minhas costas aqui, amor.
Ela ainda tá muito longe.
O cara tá aqui ainda, viu?
Aonde?
Dei placa no cara do banner. Quebrado. Ah, não deu. Sem placa. Aqui, ó, colado.
Ah, já era. Tem nem o que fazer. Eles estavam muito bem de posição. Tá bom.
A Roger, ela é boa até de média, ela derruba rápido. Agora, de longa é muito ruim.
Acabou aqui, Guzula.
E aí, Bah?
Não tá aparecendo online pra mim, não.
Uma partida aqui.
Ah, tá.
Eu sei isso.
Quê?
Mas ó, pode. Vai aparecer agora. Acho.
Vai com preto, Nath?
Ah, vamos. Vamos mudar.
Ah, vamos com o robozinho.
Pode ser.
Chama aí, chama aí. Só não tá aparecendo online pra mim também, não.
Eu tenho você nessa conta aqui?
Eu não sei. Não sei qual que conta que é.
A principal. Eu acho que eu só joguei com você na secundária.
Ah, não quer perder pontinho com os noob, né?
Não, Guzu, porque quando a gente voltou a jogar junto, eu tomei o coisa lá que eu não posso falar o nome.
É verdade, ela não gosta de perder ponto com a gente.
Vai sair o bagulho desse Activision aí.
Manda isso, amor.
Vai adicionar. O Voldemort, que você não pode falar? Que tem...
É exatamente. Shadowban. É que palavras têm poder, entendeu?
Eu te falei, já falei pra você parar de usar esse Isaac, você não...
Não uso nada, graças a Deus. Se eu usasse, eu levaria também na secundária, mas eu não levo, entendeu? É a minha conta principal que tá na lista profunda da Activision. É aquele que não deve ser nomeado. Eu não falo mais essa palavra na minha live. Quem falar, toma timeout.
Vou usar um skin que representa minha habilidade com o sniper.
Só aceitar nós. Everything. Já adicionei. Já mandei convite aí.
Sim, senhor. Que isso, Buzu?
O quê?
Quem entrou e saiu?
É porque eu não cliquei no seu convite. Boa noite, senhores. Entendi.
A gente colocou o título da live essa semana em busca do